What's going on, my people? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. So, former FBI director James Comey got indicted. Looked like some bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. Let's talk about it, people. It ain't really too much I can say. I mean, I know some of the shit. I know some of the what he indicted for, but it is what it is. I probably don't agree with James Comey on politics, on policies or anything. But he seemed like a straight up dude to me. You know, like he'd be going on some sucker shit. You know what I mean? The whole Hillary Clinton shit, that shit was a little fouled, I think he did. But other than that, he seemed like he a straight up dude. He don't seem like he lies, like he gonna lie about some shit like this to get indicted. I think Trump is just, he going at his enemies, bro. He said he was going after all the motherfuckers, so it's not really shocking. I told you, none of this shit really shocks me at all. But anyway, people, let's get into it.
Everything Trump does, even when it comes to the Epstein files, this dude is really insufferable and just doesn't shut the F up. Let's get into this segment and we'll talk about it.
The breaking news tonight, former FBI Director James Comey has been indicted just days after Donald Trump directed his DOJ to charge him. Joining us at the table is Josh Rogan. He's the lead global security analyst at the Washington Post and intelligence and author of Chaos Under Heaven. Josh, as we were just discussing, the big question that's hanging over this case is whether or not the fact that Donald Trump directed this prosecution is going to matter. And also, I think other people are probably wondering what other prosecutions are coming next. I mean, we know it's not just Comey.
Well, and listen, and you got to think about this. This shit going to look bad in court for Trump. That's why this shit. That's what I said. This shit ain't going. He most likely gonna get found not guilty. Shout out to my brother LT in the building. Whatever, LT. Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out to everybody, man. That all the new subscribers. Like I said, it was shit. It's been a whole year. Seemed like a year. It's like a year, maybe a year and a half, something like that, maybe. And we got like almost 200 and something subscribers in a year and a half. Like I said, I don't mind the shit going slow. You know what I mean? Because that means motherfuckers really actually paying attention. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't really coming over here just to fuck with me because we over here doing buffoonery. But you know how it is. But I appreciate everybody, man. Yeah, so it was like, so we got like 250 subscribers in a year. So yeah, shout out to everybody, man. I mean, listen, we doing something right over here, people. And I know, and crazy shit about it, I know we lost subscribers, you know what I mean, from former OBF members and shit that ain't subscribed no more. So, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. We appreciate y'all, all the people that have been rocking with us for the last year. So we highly appreciate it. All right. But what I was saying, fuck was I saying? James, listen, Trump, he can fuck Trump. Probably already fucked this case up because he been publicly pushing for this shit to happen behind the scenes, because it's very, very highly possible that Trump may have to take the stand. If I'm James Comey, I'm his lawyer, I'm making Pam Bundy, Donald Trump, all them motherfuckers get on the stand. All them motherfuckers getting on the stand. Like y'all intentionally trying to set me up. And then listen, if I'm James Comey and I beat this case, I'm suing the shit out of Trump and them. I'm suing the DOJ. If I'm James Comey, and I'm gonna put you. If I'm James Comey, I'm definitely suing the shit out of the motherfucking district attorney. I'm definitely suing the shit out of the DOJ and the FBI. I'm just telling you that now, and I'm suing Trump for smearing my name. Real talk. Because you know what's gonna happen, right? He what he gonna do is because, like I said, I'm about 95% that James Comey gonna beat this case, right? Them 2 indictments, he gonna beat that shit. But you know, if he win, I mean, if James Comey beat the case, you know Trump gonna go out there and still say fucked up shit. And so, if I'm James Comey, soon I win. I'm hoping Donald Trump say some bullshit, because you know he is. He ain't gonna be able to keep his mouth shut. So, and I'm gonna take that shit right there. And I'm gonna send him a cease and desist letter. I think that's what it's called, to warn him and for him to stop smearing his name. And if Trump don't do that, and he do it again, because he only got one more time, I already let you know, I warned you. You do it again, you smear my name again with this bullshit, I'm suing you. That's how you get him. That's how you get him. But anyway, let's move on.
Isha James, Adam Schiff, Lisa Cook, John Bolton, Miles Taylor, Chris Krebs, John Brenner. These are all people that Trump has said he wants to see prosecuted.
Right. Does it matter? Well, I don't think this is the first time a president has intervened in law enforcement. I harken back to a time when they used to be a little bit embarrassed about it, where they weren't so proud of it. I think that's the norm that's been shattered here. Now they're just doing it out in the open. Remember when Bill Clinton met with Loretta Lynch on the tarmac? It was like a scandal for like 6 months. And that's because that was bad. They thought it was bad for the people under investigation.
First of all, Bill Clinton wasn't the president, though. So that's not the same. Bill Clinton was not the goddamn president. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. He wasn't the president. He the former president. He had nothing to do with the DOJ. If you the former fucking president, how you got something to do with the DOJ or the FBI? You ain't the president no more. So he just that shit bullshit. But anyway, move on, man. This is what I don't like about these fucking the mainstream media is trash. I swear this shit be trash, bro. Let's move on.
To be politically motivated and for the president to intervene in law enforcement. That's all gone.
Well, but I mean, just to be clear, I mean, Bill Clinton wasn't president at the time.
Exactly.
Thank you, Abby. Damn. That's why I only watch Abby shit on mainstream media. I only watch Abby. At least Abby here and there, man. She G-check motherfuckers correct. No, he wasn't the president. He wasn't the president. That's not the same shit. They got nothing to do with it. He ain't the goddamn president. He ain't got no influence in the fucking FBI and DOJ after you not the president. Only time motherfuckers call on, like, you'll get the FBI or you'll get national security or something like that. Say like it's some hostages or something. Like Bill Clinton did some shit like long time ago. like a couple of decades, like maybe 2 decades ago, and he went and I forgot where it was, forgot what country it was, but he went to go get some goddamn hostages. He worked that shit out because George Bush couldn't do it, so he had to go over there. I guess whoever the president was in that country, fuck with with Bill more than fuck with George Bush. Because the motherfucker couldn't stand George Bush because he was stupid. But he ain't as stupid as motherfucking Donald Trump. I tell you that shit. But like some shit like that. Like, yeah, they might call him and be like, yeah, you think you can go over there and work something out with the such president, or that shit happens. Former presidents do shit like that. And just because the lady was under she got indicted or whatever the fuck happened, and she was talking to him, that don't mean shit. He ain't got no motherfucking no pull. First of all, the FBI do not listen to a former president after they the former president. Once they former, they don't listen to him no more. They got to take their directions from the other president. And usually, like I said, it's just a written rule that a president don't get involved in indictments with the DOJ. They don't get involved in that shit. Like Joe Biden, he never got involved in none of that shit. You ain't hear nothing. I mean, but MAGA gonna lie and shit. But they got no evidence Joe Biden got in, was in a part of any what happened to Trump people. Nothing. He stayed away from that shit. First of all, he was Sleepy Joe. Y'all said y'all ain't seen this motherfucker. So how he was involved? But anyway, let's move on.
They had a conversation, and it was just the appearance of a conversation that caused everybody to lose their minds then. Now it's the president sending messages saying prosecute him.
But to your point, it's not really about Comey. James Comey is going to be fine. He's an amazingly successful person with a lot of resources. And there are not just the people that you mentioned, but another 100 people who don't have those resources, who now have to worry about if the Justice Department is going to come after them for criticizing Trump. And those people, if they get indicted, may not be able to afford it. Their careers may be impacted. And then there's another huge group of people that will have a chilling effect. And I think that's the real point of it.
And let me say this. These MAGAs, the motherfuckers that's sitting there, especially this dude, he one of Ted Cruz dudes and shit. I forgot his name. Oh, goofy, Dumbo-looking motherfucker. Here, MAGA. He's over there enjoying this shit. They just laughing. They giggling this shit up. Like it's good. Like you fucking with people's lives. You trying to fuck somebody's reputation up. You okay with that? Knowing it ain't, listen, ain't no evidence. Listen, I'm telling y'all, I'm 95% sure. I can't say I'm 100, but because ain't nothing 100%, because you never know what happens in life, or especially in the justice system, and especially with a fucking jury. Okay? But, I think in Anderson, Virginia. Oh, well. But anyway. But the bad part about it is, usually, I probably gotta look this up again, but usually when the motherfucker, all right, the grand jury came back with something, the judge sees all the evidence himself, right? Was presented to him, right? Some judges be like, hey man, what the fuck are we doing here? And a judge will throw that shit out. Right? But I'm trying to figure, it might be different on the federal level. Might be different. On the state, they do that type of shit. On the state level, you get a grand jury, whatever. The grand jury, yo, you gotta think about it. A grand jury is like, the defense don't even get to defend themselves in the grand jury. Right? They basically, the prosecutor just present their evidence, right? Their so-called evidence, alleged evidence, right? The defense don't get to do nothing when you're dealing with an indictment trial. Like when you present shit to get an indictment, it's not like some shit that they the defense get to fight back on it. They really don't. Like you basically fuck. If a prosecutor want to prosecute you on anything and they get an indictment, they go to present their shit and get an indictment, like you kind of fucked. It's very rare that a grand jury, you seen it with the subway dude, with the dude to do the sub at the ICE agent, and they overcharged them with some shit. And they was like, what? Salt and back, like with a sub sandwich? That's what you talking. Like they was trying to give him some crazy assault charge, and the grand jury came back and threw that shit out. They was like, nah, we ain't indicting nobody on no motherfucker, not no type of charge like this over a fucking sub. Was he injured? Fucking you, come on, like motherfucker had a vest on. He hit the motherfucker in his vest. That shit don't hurt. Now I can see if he had that sub and smacked the shit out of him with it, then smacked him in his face, then I'll be like, all right, I can see motherfucker getting the assault charge. But come on, man, niggas just throw motherfucking subs and they overcharged them, so the grand jury threw that bullshit out. That's very rare on the federal level, very rare. But and it's rare on the state level. Right? But usually if the grand jury do some shit, like usually on the state level, a judge will step in and say, we dismissing this shit. Like, I'm dismissing this. They ain't got enough evidence. This shit don't even make no sense. But, this ain't gonna happen in this case because of the simple fact the judge is a Biden guy. Biden put him in got him on the federal level as a judge. It's one of Biden dudes. So he gonna play it real bipartisan or try to at least try to seem like he not being biased. So he not gonna throw this shit out. So he just gonna let that shit run. But this is fucking this man's reputation up. And I'm like, yo, come on, bro. A grand jury for like the shit they saying that he did, like get the fuck out of here. Take my food here. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Yeah. Should be here in a minute or two. So y'all have to give me a minute because they probably gonna ring the doorbell and shit. But anyway, let's get back into it.
In itself, it's about the chilling effect it sends to anyone who might want to speak up against Trump. And that chilling effect is real, and it affects a lot of people that names we'll never know. And then, we had all these leaders from the UN here this week, and I was talking to all of them. There are a lot of countries out there where the presidents get to use law enforcement to silence political dissent. The Chinese government does this. The Russian government does this. The Turkish government does this. The Saudi Arabian government. Do we want to be that? Is that what we like? Is that good? Are we going to keep going down that road? Or are we going to have a rule of law where...
I would have loved to have heard the speech from you when Michael Flynn was getting indicted, Rick Gates, George Papadopoulos, Mark Meadows, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, Jeffrey Clark. That was all done under Democrats. And you guys are like, man.
Yeah, and they all did fuck shit. They all did fuck shit. Listen, Trump don't even really have anything on some of these people. They're just making up shit. Listen, this shit is going to backfire, people. I'm telling you this now. See, they think this shit all fun and games. When these people start getting acquitted, and they're going to start, after a while, they're going to look stupid. All these people that he named all committed crimes. All of them. Every last one of them committed crimes. And they got found guilty. You can't sit out here and pretend these people ain't commit crimes. He's talking about, where was this out? Because you didn't hear Biden come out and say, we're going to indict these people. I need them to be indicted. You never heard that from Biden. That's the difference. And I think Papadopoulos, it was a couple of them was, I think Papadopoulos maybe have been under Obama, but the rest of them, a lot of them was under Trump. I mean, not under Trump, under Biden. But you didn't hear Obama or Biden come out and say, we're going to indict these people. That's the difference. People want to say, well, at least Trump being transparent of what? Listen, you can't say we're going to change how the FBI and the government work, right? You said it was under Biden, they was doing all types of shit. They was weaponizing the government, the DOJ, the FBI. Soon he gets in this motherfucker, he does the same exact shit that he claimed that Biden did. So let me understand this. You had a problem with Biden doing it, but you turn around and you okay with Trump doing it? Okay. Like I said, this is why I keep the same energy with Mega. Y'all gonna act this way? Y'all don't think nothing wrong with this shit? Okay, I'm not gonna think nothing wrong with it when it's our turn. That's how. Listen, I'm petty like that. Y'all want to get down in the dirt? We are past this point of sitting back, letting Mega act the fool. You ain't gonna play victim when shit happen to you. That's why I said the whole Charlie Kirk shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. None of it. I don't give a fuck if he died or not. I don't care. And I mean that. You seen what they've been doing. They've been crying since the man died. Oh, my friend, one of my friends died. Yes, I'm angry. I don't give a fuck. Thoughts and prayers. I keep the same energy. Y'all want to play this shit? I'm going to keep the same energy with y'all. That's why I don't care about Mega and they fake outrage and they be crying and whining when shit happened to them. Okay. And like I said, and then the bad part about it, they be lying. All them people he named, all of them did fuck shit. Papadopoulos, the dude Papadopoulos, this motherfucker, he got caught by the FBI. Michael Flynn lied to the FBI. Fuck. Yo was actually in the room, in the FBI room, and lied. That's a crime. Nobody set him up. First of all, ain't nobody tell him to say nothing, nigga. I'd have shut the fuck up. Listen, people, anytime, definitely the feds, shut the fuck up. That's why I be telling people in traffic stops, just put your recorder on. You ain't got to answer no questions unless it's about the traffic stop. And then you don't say too much about even that. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Trying to tell you, yo, people talk too much. Yo, when the police come around, motherfuckers act like this is my freedom of speech. But they use that shit. They use what you say in court. You on camera. Shut the fuck up. Nobody told Michael Flynn to be running his mouth. Let's move on.
I'll tell you what now, the weaponization,
Yeah, you know,
welcome to our world.
It's a straw,
Congratulations for finally joining
You
us.
know it's a straw man. because
It's not a straw man when you're
people
holding
into
people
the things that they
accountable
did.
for what they did.
Yeah, but that's just
There's an abuse of power that happened last administration. I just gave you the names, and you're acting like they never did it.
Ben, do you
I'm
think
saying
it
there's
matters?
apples.
They literally tried to steal an election. Almost all the people.
First of all, you name who? Who weaponized the government to go after Trump? Listen, people. Yo, let me explain something to y'all. Man, I hate when we have to keep talking about this shit. But listen, I'm sorry, I don't mean to use hate, but I don't like when we gotta keep talking about this stupid shit. Listen, people. Roger Stones, all he had to do was go to Congress and talk to Congress. He chose not to. So the Congress sent his indictment. I think that's my food. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, it's most likely my food. Trying to make sure, y'all. Yeah, that's my food. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me grab. All right, I'm back, people. Alexa, turn off porch lights. All right, people, I'm back. Let's get back into it. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. All right, my bad, people. I'm back. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, brother Bell? But anyway, but like I said, what I think I was saying was, no, listen, you did not hear anybody coming out in Biden administration telling the fucking FBI or the DOJ to go after Trump and his peoples. Mind you, they gave Trump 11 times, like not 11 times, 11 times, but you know what I mean? They gave this motherfucker all the chances in the world to get the fucking documents back. He never wanted to do it. Letitia James, down there in New York, that was something different. Biden didn't sick her on him. She was elected. She wasn't even part of Biden and them. She was elected by the people. Biden didn't put her in her position. Like the dude just blatantly lying. He just trying to make excuses for them weaponizing the government. But like I said, what goes around comes around. This shit, listen, Trump and them better enjoy this shit. That's why they laughing and giggling. They think this shit is a game. And then they wonder why black people, a lot of black people, we don't trust the police. We don't trust law enforcement. This is the reason why. But let's move on.
So yeah, whatever. We all know what this is about. Please let me know in the comments. When we talked about this maybe 2 months ago, Trump was going to do anything and everything he can hide from those Epstein files. We all know what's in there. And I really believe this is what this is all about. I actually think the Epstein files and the economy, to be exact. He knows a recession is right around the corner.
If you finally finished writing your book and you're ready to get it published, this video is for you. Hi.
Epstein files and the economy.
Listen, that's might be part of it, but Trump is a vindictive person. He's petty. Before Trump even got in office, he was already planning this shit. He was wondering what was taking so long because he kept saying it, but that's why it does have something to do with the Epstein shit and the economy get ready to fall, right? Because now everybody, he is continuing to do fuck shit to distract. So now everybody's just talking about that dumb shit instead of the Epstein shit. You get what I mean? Nobody talking about the economy. Nobody talking about them white farmers. They're losing their businesses in them rural states. Nobody talking about that shit because Trump will come out here and do some fuck shit to distract everybody. So now all the motherfuckers on mainstream media just start talking about it. Listen, I'll talk about this shit one time and get right back to talking about the Epstein shit. And get to talking about the economy. But like I said, they even got mega motherfuckers that's running these corporations. These mainstream media news networks. So it's like I said, but it is what it is. Let's move on.
To be exact, he knows a recession is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that they're getting closer and closer to revealing what Trump did when it comes to Epstein.
And I'm telling y'all, the economy is going to fall next year. And the reason you ain't seen the effects of that shit yet is because I told you that big, beautiful bill didn't kick in yet. People are starting to see now, they're sending people letters that they food stamps are getting cut off. People starting to see it. But when that big, beautiful bill kicks in, oh, motherfuckers you gonna see people out this bitch losing it. I'm telling you that now. If I'm not mistaken, in that big, beautiful bill, I believe they cut Social Security. Like, like I said, sometime around, it ain't gonna really hit until probably around maybe 6 months in or 7 months in. It's a little bit after taxes. That's when people won't be fucking hurting. Cause usually when people get their taxes and shit back, a lot of people go to get they buy shit, go to trips and shit. But I don't think they're gonna be able to do that this year. I mean next year, because I know I'm saving my shit. I'm not doing shit with my taxes. I'm chilling. I'm saving all my shit. But usually a lot of people, they pay their bills. They catch up on their bills and shit. They even pay an extra month here and there. Like people catch up if they behind a little bit, they catch up, get their bills right. You know what I mean? Like this shit gonna hurt. Listen, you right, Johnson. Listen, listen, everybody know that, bro. Listen, but motherfuckers can't. Mega ain't seeing it right now. Some megas are, but a lot of megas ain't gonna see it. They ain't seeing it right now. I told you it's gonna be a little listen, it's gonna be somewhere around June or July where you gonna start. It might be before that. It might be March. It might be I say April. It might be. Hold up. I say May. It might be May. It's going to be around May, June, or July when motherfuckers really going to see the economy real fucked up. Because I believe next year or sometime this year, late this year, at the end of this year, I think that big, beautiful bill kicks in. And watch, you're going to start seeing a whole bunch of people getting laid off. Because the economy going to be fucked up. Them tariffs is not working. Remember he kept saying he got all these deals. He talking to people behind the scenes to get these deals done. That shit is not happening. China ain't fucking with him. A lot of them big countries and shit, like especially China. China like, nigga, we ain't doing no deal, nigga. Fuck out of here. This shit ain't gonna look good. People, listen, I'm telling y'all, man, I'm usually right about this shit. Motherfuckers, I told motherfuckers everything that Trump is doing now, I told you he was gonna do back then. Almost a year ago. And I told you that. Seeing all the fuck shit happening. Told you. And shit gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse than this. This shit right here seems fucked up, but it's gonna get worse. And like I said, I believe America needs this because of the simple fact of the ignorance of racist white people. They're just they're just stupid and racist. They don't give a fuck about their livelihoods, but wait till they ain't got no livelihoods. How much that racism gonna matter when your livelihood ain't gonna be shit? Then they gonna start saying, oh no, we understand Democrat. No, well, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of that. We tried to warn y'all.
Or is that there's a picture of him with younger girls sitting on his lap? I don't know. But I think this is what this is all about. Because like, who the hell cares about James Comey? I don't give a crap about this dude.
I really don't.
It's literally what he's doing all of this for. It's a distract. Trying to give
Republicans. But that's what I'm with Joe. I don't really care about James Comey. James Comey rich, nigga. He fine. I ain't say rich, but no, he got a book deal. James Comey got a couple of millions. Like James Comey fine, nigga. He gonna get the best lawyer. He gonna be fine. Even if he get found guilty. He ain't gonna get a whole bunch of crazy time. The judge ain't gonna give him no crazy shit. He may do a year. May. And he might do 6 months, 3 months. Out of here. He's a former FBI agent, bro. Like, he'd be fine. He gonna be sitting somewhere in one of them luxury ass federal prisons and shit. Where they be in there, knitting and shit. Like, he be out there where Martha Stewart was, nigga. And he gonna be in protected custody. You can't put no fucking former federal, especially if he ain't in there for like something crazy, right? Like he killed somebody, like he getting real serious time. He ain't gonna get no serious time if he get found guilty of these 2 charges. He may get 6 months to a year, maybe. If he get found guilty, he be fine, bro. And I'm James Comey. I'm coming right back out. Soon I get back out, I'm gonna write a book about the whole experience I've been through. And cause the only reason Trump and them really pushed this shit, part of it was because I might be saying this wrong, but the time limit of them charging him right? I think it was up. What's the day? Yeah, next week, I think the 30th. 4 days from now. They couldn't charge him in 4 days. Right? There's a limitation, something like that. That's the word I'm looking for. I can't fucking think of it. But James Comey, he wasn't supposed, this wasn't supposed to happen. Because the motherfucker they really wanted to get was the Letitia James. They wanted the sister. But I'm telling you, they don't got nothing on these people. They went at the Comey because the dude that was the AD, the district attorney in Virginia, Trump was trying to make him, take this to a grand jury. He was like, it's no evidence. I can't take this shit there. He's like, I can see if I had some evidence. Because he a Trump guy. But he couldn't, he didn't want to put his reputation out there. So he like, fuck that. The same shit happened in New York. With Eric Adams, the motherfucker was telling the lady, and it was a couple of people, and they were telling them, there was attorneys and shit telling them they was Trump people. And they was like, nah, I'm not dropping this case. And then Trump forced them out, and they resigned or whatever. And then they brought somebody in, and then that motherfucker came in and dropped the charges against Eric Adams. Eric Adams is guilty as a bitch. He a Democrat. But he kissed Trump ass. So he basically, he a bootlicker. He a coon. You know how they do. But, yeah, it's the same shit that just happened to James Comey. Same shit happened to James Comey. The dude was like, nah, I'm not putting my reputation on this shit. It's no evidence. So Trump pushed him out. He resigned. Basically got fired, but he resigned. And because Trump couldn't fire him, because what are you firing him for? So he pushed him out. He said, don't make me fire you, though. Because Trump would have, and Trump would have gave a fuck. But he's like, fuck it, I'll resign. You gonna fire me? Oh, well, I'm resigning. I'll resign. Take the resign. He resigned. Then Trump, one of his former lawyers on one of his cases, when he got indicted, lost every last goddamn one of his cases, except for the one that the DOJ, that's why I said they was really weaponizing. They should have been, that document shit, they should have been did that shit. But they didn't. But anyway, Merrick Garland bullshitting ass. That's why I said they didn't really weaponize the government, bro. Biden ain't had nothing to do with that. I'm telling you, he didn't really have shit to do with a lot of that shit. Whoever the lawyer is, she's not even qualified to be a prosecutor. That's how unqualified she is. So Trump put another unqualified lawyer in there to do his dirty work. Because the motherfuckers that actually are qualified, they're not, and they Trump people, they're not putting their reputation on Trump bullshit. Because they understand when Trump is gone, nigga, my reputation means a lot. And usually, a lot of Trump lawyers and shit, they start getting disbarred. So don't be shocked. This lady that took over in Virginia as the Attorney General, don't be surprised that her bar license be gone after Trump is gone. Just telling you. And they not thinking about that shit. But like I said, it's just a money grab. Trump doing a whole money grab shit. He trying to do as much as fuck shit he can. And that's what really Trump is really doing. Because like I said, it'd be some bullshit. It'd be a civil war if Trump tried to run for a third time. I'm just telling you that now. Ain't nobody put up with that shit. Like, dude, your time is up. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even give a fuck if another Republican win, but you got to go. Get the fuck out of here, bro. But like I said, I don't think Trump gonna last that long. I'm not wishing death on the man, but Trump may not last long. Trump 80-something years old. This motherfucker will be way older than Biden when Biden left. And we didn't, and the crazy shit about it, what we fucked up too, was that we didn't even know Joe Biden had cancer. They was hiding a lot of that shit from everybody. And then they had a nerve to try to run him again. Like, yo, that shit, that's fucked up. That shit was cruel to Biden for me. Like, that's how I look at that shit. The Democrat Party, that's why I don't fuck with the Democrat Party. They do fuck shit like that. You know that man was sick. Biden was been sick. It wasn't dementia and none of that shit. He had cancer. That's why we didn't see Biden like that. That's why Biden was struggling. Like, yo, you 80 with cancer? Yo, Democrat Party should be ashamed of themselves. Nancy Pelosi, and she tried to act like, oh yeah, we got to get him out of there. Bitch, you knew he shouldn't have been running. That's why you got to get them old motherfuckers out of there, man. There's no leadership in fucking the Democrat Party. This is what worries me. There's no leadership. These motherfuckers just as corrupt as Trump and them. Just as corrupt. Nancy Pelosi, Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, old ass. Get your old ass out of here, man. Retire. Go to fuck somewhere. Just get behind the scenes. So I can't even fuck with Democrats. Like, people be thinking I'm a Democrat. I'm not. I don't fuck with the Democrats. I'll fuck with certain people in the Democrat Party, but I don't fuck with the Democrats as a whole. Fuck, man, get the fuck out of here. Them bitches just as corrupt as the MAGA Party now. Fuck out of here. They just is not as worse as the fucking MAGA Party. They're just not worse. You know what I mean? They're the less of two evils. If you really want to be real. Yeah, listen, it'll definitely be that, but I wouldn't be shocked some old motherfucker try to run. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. Listen, on real talk, I wouldn't be shocked. Shout out to Ashley in the middle. What up, babe? Listen, I wouldn't be shocked if motherfucking Chuck Schumer try to run. His old goofy wrinkle ass. Get his ass up out of there. God damn. Listen, people, I'm not trying to be like shitting on people because they old. Because I'm getting old. Like, everybody can get old. Young niggas might call me old. Well, a lot of them call me OG. Like, so, listen, man. I ran into a young nigga that called me and this nigga looked older than me. I was like, this nigga crazy. But anyway, this shit just threw me off. Like, I shit threw me off when he did that. Called me. I look at this nigga like, nigga, you look old as me. You got more gray hairs than me. This motherfucking street life is stressing your ass, ain't it, nigga? Anyway, yeah, you live that street life. That shit will stress your ass out. Should make you look older than what you really are. Because you're stressing all the time. I told you stress put age on you. Like, it ages you. That's why I try to be stress-free. You know what I mean? I want to look like this when I'm 50. You get what I mean? Like, seriously, I don't, get the fuck out of here. That's why I don't keep people around me that stress me, man. Fuck, wait a minute. And the little stress that I do have, that maybe come from my daughter. Because that's I worry about her. You know what I mean? I'm a father. I gotta, I want to protect. But, that's the only thing I really worry about. You know what I mean? But that shit puts some stress on you too. But anyway, yeah, man. Chuck, don't be surprised, Ashley, that Chuck Schumer old ass tried to run. And listen, and let me say this to Vice President Harris and shit. Vice President Harris, she may need to run as an independent, because I don't think, my honest opinion, I don't think we don't see the real her. We don't see the former Vice President Harris. We don't see the real her. It's almost like when you get to a certain level of being a politician, like she's been the vice president. So it's like she still got, it's another upper echelon you can go, right? Which is being the president. But I think she comes off as not as authentic, if that makes any sense. Right? She come off as not as authentic. Like it's like she come off as a little weird sometimes. And I think a lot of people look at that shit as phoniness. She it's always she laughing about certain shit. But her personality is kind of like mine in a way. Like, I know when to be serious, but I'm more serious than I'm playful. But when I was younger, I was probably a lot younger. I probably was playful more than I was serious. But as I got older, I got more serious than I got playful, right? So here and there, y'all know I crack up, laugh and shit, but I'm more serious. But so I understand her personality. Like, it don't bother me, but I can see how it can bother other people, if that makes any sense, right? Like, it almost come off as it's not authentic. Like, it don't seem like she being real. But I think she being herself, but I just think that it doesn't help that she's part of the corporate Democrat. Like, a lot of people already see you as not authentic, and and you taking corporate money and shit, like, so it's kind of like but I understand her personality, believe it or not, because I think me and her personality is kind of the same. It's just, I think when you get to a certain type of level, you can't be too real, right? Because of a political thing. Right? You still want to, especially like the Democrats, they always still want to seem like they still taking the higher ground. And I'm like, yo, that shit is over with. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Let's move on, people. Oh shit. Damn shit went off. Give me a second.
Left channel, right channel.
With this nonsense, with the obsession over museums and African American exhibits, going into different Democrat cities with crime rates that are.
Listen, I believe Trump is I don't think Trump is a true racist, but he is a bigot. He's not like some of these motherfuckers that he be listening to, like a Stephen Miller. Trump likes loyalty. Right? So it wouldn't matter if it's a fucking racist motherfucker or not. Like, you get what I mean? Like, Trump don't give a fuck. Like, he's not, like I said, he's not a real racist, but he's a bigot, right? So it don't really bother him that people around him that's racist. and his racist policies, right? But I just don't think Trump is as racist as the rest of them. Like, you get what I mean? He's just a motherfucker. He likes to be liked, and he likes to be praised, right? So you praise Trump, you on his good side. You on his good side. He doesn't even give a fuck if you stupid. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if you like. He doesn't care if you unqualified. As long as you loyal to him. Trump likes loyalty. Like Trump over anything. I think Trump loves loyalty and being liked more than his bigotry or racism. Like, honestly. So, but Trump wasn't this time around. Trump wasn't stupid. Trump, and I told y'all this. I said Trump is not that bright, but he ain't stupid. He surrounded himself with people that's loyal to him. So that, listen, he don't care if he puts smart people or people that's qualified or not qualified in positions. He doesn't care. Long as you do what the fuck he says you do and be loyal, he doesn't care. And that's very dangerous for somebody that's as stupid as Trump. Because I told you, Trump don't know nothing about politics. He don't know shit about nothing. He's not religious. He's not a politician. He knows nothing about what he's doing. He don't know shit. He just have the gift of gab of being a scam artist. He's like he's like one of them evangelical pastors. That's kind of what he is, a scam artist. You see the motherfuckers on TV. That's who Trump is. Don't ever get that shit twisted about Trump. Trump is not really smart. He's really not. But he's not dumb enough to not know who he is. Right? And Trump will surround himself with people that are loyal to him, that may be just a little smarter than him, but they may not even be qualified to do some of the shit that Trump wants them to do. But they smart enough. If that makes sense to y'all. That's why this dumb shit is happening. Trump surrounded himself by people that's loyal to him. And that's why you see the fucked up shit that's happening. The Congress and all that shit, they just racist. Because listen, it's some of them that's dumb and idiots, right? But the majority of Republicans, they're not dumb. They're highly, very intelligent. They're just racist. Like, you get what I mean? Like, y'all be thinking that these people, they say stupid shit and you think they dumb. They're not. Majority of them are highly, very educated. They know better. But their racism, their bigotry, it matters more. So they will play dumb. Y'all gotta remember that shit. I tried to tell people this shit almost a year and a half ago. But I told you, I told you what he was going to do. Oh, of course he was going to lie about Project 2025. That nigga got half of them in his cabinet. Especially the ones that was really a big part of it. They're in the fucking cabinet. They're part of his administration. Nobody wanted to believe me, though. Trump denounced it. He said he wasn't part of it. Man, Trump is a liar. How do you go believe a fucking liar? I don't believe nothing Trump says. Listen, I'll put it this way. Only time I believe Trump is when he do evil. When he want to do evil, I believe him. Outside of that, I don't believe shit Trump talking about because he's dumb. He's not that bright, bro. Listen, people, he's not that bright.
historic lows. The Charlie Kirk thing and trying to connect it with trans shooters or something like anything. It's all red meat for what Trump knows, in my belief, are a very easily tricked, manipulated, and simply dumb group of people. Conservatives. I mean, they're just slow. I don't know. I really don't know a better.
No, listen. He thinks like these political people, like even on this panel on CNN, tried to ask her, she right. Trump dumb. We know that. And yeah, it's about the money, of course, but Trump ain't that dumb. He's not dumb enough. He's not dumb to not understand what he's doing. Right? He might not be qualified to do a goddamn thing, but he ain't that dumb. And listen, you could be a dumb motherfucker, but surround yourself with people that's more smarter than you. And that's what Trump did. But the one thing they all had to do was loyalty. That was his number one thing. He don't give a fuck if these people was unqualified. He got some qualified people, but they're not in the big positions. He got the motherfuckers that's loyal in the big positions. And you know they're not dumb. They're just unqualified to be in the positions. Don't mean you're dumb if you're not qualified for something. It just means that you're not qualified for these positions, these different occupations. Like you're just not qualified. That's like me trying to go and be a representative of a school board. How the fuck? I don't have no fucking education in that. Like, you get what I mean? I'll be the superintendent or something. I run for that. For what? I have no qualification. I'm not qualified. But that don't mean I don't know shit. It's just that I couldn't do that. You got to have some type of qualifications to do certain shit. I'm just sorry. Your resume got to have at least something. Or at least start from the bottom and work your way up. But a lot of these motherfuckers, they not qualified. That don't mean they dumb. They're just not qualified. There's a difference from being dumb and not being qualified. But anyway, let's move on. Listen, all MAGA is not, all them politicians, the motherfucking panels, people in the panels, they're not stupid. These people got Ivy League, they got Ivy League degrees. A lot of them. They are very fucking smart. But they will dumb themselves down for racism and bigotry and power. They will do that. That don't mean these people are dumb. They know exactly what they're doing. Scott Jennings is not a dumb dude. He says dumb shit. But if you really listen to him, you know he's not dumb. He's highly very intelligent. But he dumbs himself down. You know a dumb motherfucker when you know, especially if you know their background. Come on, man. Let's move on.
Wait to say it. I've met many of them in my life. All of them. Damn near all of them. High level of confidence with an outstandingly low level of intelligence. This is amazing, this whole conversation.
Now let me say this too. It's probably about 80% of MAGA that's blatantly dumb. And what I mean by that, that you can be educational smart in a way, but if you're not qualified to be speaking on shit, or you don't do your homework, or you in a cult, it doesn't matter how intelligent you are, right? Like, so that's like 85% of MAGA, right? A little less than that. I say about 60. The other 40 is just dumb. The other 40 of MAGA just dumb as shit. They dumb. They don't know nothing. They genuinely don't know nothing. It's a bunch of motherfucking hicks. Motherfuckers that live in the middle of nowhere and ain't been around people like that. They've been living in the same town damn near all their life. Here and there, they get out and go on vacations to go other places. But come on, bro. They don't know shit. They're a bunch of country hicks, man. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Listen, and there's no disrespect to the South, right? But people in the South are slow. And I mean, like, not in the way of like they slow, but they shit moves slow in the South. Especially with white folks. Them motherfuckers is slow. They don't know shit. Yo, they've been living around these same racist ass people their whole entire life. You ever watch, go to Kentucky, wherever you want to go. It is then in 80-90% white. Shit, if it's just 60, right? Yo, these people are not hanging around other people that don't look like them. They're not doing that. So they don't have any fucking clue of how people that don't look like them with their real life is about. The only thing they know, only reason they assume that what they think they know is from watching fucking Fox News or watching right-wing shit or the local news. They don't know shit. Listen, these people are dumb. They are genuinely dumb. That 40% of MAGA is dumb as fuck. They don't know shit. They have no fucking... Listen, they don't even know how to interact with other people outside of themselves. They don't. Just being honest with y'all. Maggie, you can get mad at me all you want, but it's the truth. Y'all don't go out. Listen, first of all, a lot of them been raised to be racist and bigots. Like, so, and you don't hang around people like that? You don't hang around people that don't look like you? Like, come on, bro. These people dumb as fuck. Do you know that fucking Oklahoma is the worst state? I think they last in education, ran by Republicans. And there's a lot of white folks there. There ain't no whole bunch of black people there. Come on now. Black people, if they test scores are bad, it got nothing to do with the rest of the white people living in so-called good neighborhoods around their own. If it's more y'all in the goddamn state, how the fuck just the black people making y'all test scores look bad? Always think about that, people. They are last in education. They're the worst. And they ran by Republicans. Don't tell me about a Democrat mayor. A Democrat mayor doesn't have anything to do with the school board. Nothing. He just the mayor of that state. He had nothing to do with that. Y'all better educate yourself on what a mayor does. I don't give a fuck you have a black mayor or black community. Listen, if there's more white people there, why are y'all that low? Why y'all last in education? Why? You can say what you want to say about Baltimore, but we ain't last. Shit, you look at Maryland as a whole state. We ain't last. We, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't let them people, they always push this narrative about us. They always want to focus on us and how bad we doing, because that helps them feel good about themselves. But they don't want to talk about you motherfuckers is more white people in fucking Oklahoma than a black mayor in a black city. It has nothing to do with overall the whole state or why y'all last in the country in education. All right. I told y'all got, listen, man. Y'all got to stop believing. Dude, listen, if you research shit, a lot of that shit they would come out and they would say, it wouldn't even offend you that much because you know they just lying. They always like to pick on the black mayors and the black people in the black community. That shit been normalized. They've been doing this shit since the Civil Rights Act. Right? Like, they've been doing this shit since the fucking 50s and 60s. And they're going to be even beyond that, but I'm just going to stop right there. I'm just going to stop right there. They've been doing this shit for over 100 years. They never tell the real truth. Because they always got to make black people the worst, the threat, and the enemy. We the reason why the country fucked up. Are you fucking kidding me? DEI fucked the country up. Just think about that. DEI is the worst thing that happened. The Civil Rights Act was the worst thing that ever happened to America. Really? Now, listen. Now, for white folks, especially the white men, if you wasn't so envy of your white women to see them progress, they benefited more off of the Civil Rights Act. They benefited off of the DEI. But you hate them white women. You notice they only try to focus on blacks and minorities. White women benefited more off of DEI. But they never talk about that. But they focusing on the blacks and the minorities, mainly the blacks. Because DEI ain't nothing but an extension of the fucking Civil Rights Act. That's all. Because the Civil Rights Act, it was still wasn't doing enough. We need this shit. And we didn't just do it for us. We did it for everybody. That's why white women benefited more off of DEI than we did. And then the Chinese, they get all and they feel us. We're highly educated. If you so goddamn highly educated, won't you take your ass back to China? Don't come over here fucking shit up that we built. You had nothing to do with it. Somebody discriminated against you. Are you fucking crazy? But when I tell the truth, everybody think I'm being hateful. I'm mad. Yeah, goddamn right I'm mad. Our ancestors fought so goddamn hard for everybody. And we're in 2025, and you see all these different races, not everybody, not all the whole races, but every goddamn race. Even some of our own people. Act like what we didn't do mattered. Or we just only did it for us. Are you crazy? I tell the Jamaicans, I don't give a fuck who y'all are. Y'all benefited from black Americans. You kiss my ass. You can tell black people we ain't got no culture. Well, we ain't got no culture. Take your Jamaican ass back to the islands. How about that? All you motherfucking island black Negroes, take your ass back to the islands. Why you here? Why you dress like us? But tell us we ain't got no culture. Bitch, do you understand what soul food is? That's us. That's culture. Music, that's culture. What the fuck are you talking about? We created all the fucking genre of music in this fucking country. What the fuck are you talking about? And y'all got a nerve, motherfuckers, other countries, other races of people, not all of y'all, but some of y'all. Come on, and disrespect us? Yeah, all right, cool. That's what happened. That's why black people felt the way we felt about this last election. That's why we feel about how we feel now. They on their own. You don't respect what we did. You disrespect our ancestors. You disrespect what our ancestors died for. It'll be, yo, you understand how disrespectful that shit is? Imagine if we go to motherfucking fucking Haiti or fucking Africa, or we go to fucking Jamaica, and they made a way for a path for us to go over there, and we get over that bitch and we disrespect their culture, and then tell us y'all ain't got no culture. Imagine that. And then y'all over there fighting the oppressors that's oppressing y'all, and we have our side with them. Man, please, man, y'all kiss our ass. You kiss black Americans' ass. I just tell you that shit. You on your own. I don't give a fuck who y'all are. You ain't a black American. I don't really care. I genuinely don't. I feel too disrespected at this point. As a black American, and I'm not saying it's all of them, but y'all, they know who they are. You can kiss my ass. Every last one of you different nationalities or race motherfuckers. You ain't shit. You ain't shit in America without black folks, black Americans. You out your goddamn mind. They had a motherfucking the arrogance to even say some of the shit and side with white supremacy over us. Call us lazy. Are you crazy? Okay, cool. How about you do this? Since we so goddamn lazy, take your runaway slave asses from your own country. Because there's more of you black folks or you minority people from your own fucking country. Fight back against your own people. How about you do that? We fighting against white supremacy. You fighting against amongst yourselves over from your countries. Remember that, motherfuckers, before you ever disrespecting black Americans. Remember that. You run from your own people. We're trying to fight another whole race of motherfuckers. Remember that. And we've been doing it for hundreds of years before you motherfuckers even had a chance to even be here. Remember that. You piece of shit. Give me a second. I want to say this before we move on. I was watching the brother Tadeem Nasheed. He does some shit on Twitter that he does. He got a little room and shit he does. And he had this white lady on there. And this woman was actually gaslighting. And she just kept saying, he didn't say that. Talking about Charlie Kirk. He didn't say that. It's a man, hey, he died. But not, bitch, you didn't give a fuck about George Floyd. You didn't care that Charlie Kirk made fun of that man. And then she slipped up and quoted the same shit that Charlie Kirk said. Oh, he died from fentanyl. Okay. After that, the fucking conversation is over, white bitch. That's mature. You calling me a bitch. I guess one of the dudes called her a bitch. Bitch, we don't got time for that. Listen, black people are fed up, bro. Like y'all listen, even you white people, y'all don't understand. Y'all, we fed up, bro. We listen, a lot of us are done. We done carrying y'all. We done have to keep sitting there to educate y'all, to talk to y'all about what? And that goes for the minority groups. Because we ain't a part of that minority shit no more. You on your own. You talk to your people. The good ones, talk to your people. Get your people in check. So you get your people in check. We over here trying to get our people in check. That's how we doing this shit. This ain't no hate to none of your groups. We just, black people, a lot of us, we just tired, bro. We tired of being sick and tired. You're on your goddamn own, man. Like, how many times we gotta continue to keep telling y'all the same shit over and over again? That shit, it get tiring after a while. We keep warning y'all. We keep telling y'all. We keep putting y'all, showing y'all, listen, this is what's happening. And you just don't listen to us. Well, okay then. Do you? And then when shit get fucked up, don't come on. Where's the black community? They gonna have this face that I had. We tried to warn you. Nobody listened to us. They don't listen to the black Americans. We don't got culture. Mind you, the black on black crime here. In their community. Oh, crazy. Well, the motherfuckers got the black on black crime and we lazy and all that other shit you get from white supremacy. Well, we stand over this way. We over here. Y'all good. Our lazy people, our criminals, they'll come out there and fight for us when it's time for us to fight. But until then, yo. I told you, remember the shit that y'all say to black folks. Remember that shit. You disrespect us, that's all the races, even some of our cool niggas. But you know, them niggas, they can go do what they gonna do. Them niggas gonna fall too. We don't fuck with them either. Like I said, you're on your own. That go for all you MAGAs, white people. I don't give a fuck. You on your own, man. My good white folks, like y'all, man. Y'all handle that with y'all MAGA, y'all racist people. That's y'all people. Ain't got nothing to do with us. That's why they mad at black people. That's why he's mad at that Charlie Kirk shit. That's why they was mad. Because black people was like, And then we came on and said, and some of us explained why we don't fuck with them. They couldn't accept that. No humanity. Yeah, okay. How you gonna ask us for humanity when you think that we're the most violent race, right? If we the most violent race in America, right? The black community, why would we have any empathy? Why would you expect that from us? Empathy or sympathy? Why would you expect that from us? You already see us as, savages. So, what the savages, they don't have no empathy or sympathy. So, you already see us that way. So, why would you expect that from us? Weird, ain't it, people? But let's move on.
Those people were accused of doing?
I think it matters that you have on the record a former administration that went after people.
Okay, can you answer my question?
I'm answering your question. You don't like what I'm saying.
Do you think it matters? Does it matter whether or not those people actually did the things that they were accused of doing?
I'll give you a great example to answer this question. When James Comey decided, I'm going to go into the situation room and I'm going to hang out with a guy and distract him.
You can literally just answer that by saying Yes, it matters. No, it doesn't
Zero
matter.
answer.
Do you think it matters?
I think the facts matter.
Do you
And I
think
what
that?
James Comey,
Do you think
remember
that
I said this last night
when
he sat
Michael
there and
Flynn
he
was
smiled.
charged when Michael Flynn was charged with lying to the FBI, does it matter whether he did it or not?
I think it's pretty clear they knew they were setting him up to lie.
When Roger Stone was charged and convicted of
And they
lying
went his
to
house on
Congress,
live TV.
and lying
And I
to
think that was
Congress,
going after a
does it
opponent.
matter to you whether he lied or not?
I think it should matter when you lie to Congress.
So does it matter to you
I
whether
think
he
we're
lied
talking
or
about
not?
that right now. with
Then
James
yes
Comey.
or no?
I just said I think it should across the board.
All right,
Your
so
argument
so
is
hold on,
basically
hold on.
Yeah, he just basically he felt on his side everybody that committed criminal shit all was they didn't do it, but everybody that he feels that's Trump enemy or on the left, they all did this shit before they even got convicted. Just think about that. Mind you, everybody that he's talking about that was on Trump's side all got convicted of their shit. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. None of them was ever found not guilty. Steve Bannon, none of them. Steve Bannon, he got arrested. He got indicted and found guilty for stealing money from the fucking MAGA people. So, I mean, what the fuck? You know what? Like I said, what goes around comes around. I told you this shit was gonna happen, but what goes around come around, MAGA. I'm telling y'all, you think this shit is over. You think this shit is over. Okay, cool. Hopefully we get the stupid old Democrats, I can call them stupid, but the out of touch Democrats the fuck up out of here. And once they get the fuck up out of here and they ain't got no more fucking power, then maybe we can do some shit. Maybe we can restore the fucking country again, which black people will do again. I guarantee you, because we always fucking fix this country when they fuck it up. You white motherfuckers always fuck this shit up. You fucking, especially you stupid Republicans. You always fuck the country up, and then a motherfucking Democrat or black people, we gotta come and fix up some shit that you fucked up. It's happening every time a fucking Republican get in, they fuck it up. They don't know how to govern. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. Because you know why? They go off a stupid ass religion. Listen, I ain't gonna say religion is stupid. They go off a fake stupid religion. Because they not real religious people. They're a bunch of fucking scam artists. And they fuck the country up. Ain't nobody tell Trump to fuck the country up before Biden got in there. Biden didn't fuck the country up. Trump did. In 2020. In 2019. He fucked it up. The economy is still not what it's supposed to be because he fucked it up. And it takes a minute to fix the economy. If you fuck the... Look how long a recession. Look how long it took Obama to fix what George Bush did. And he only did that shit in 4 years. And then he got reelected again for another 4. And he made the economy even worse. They still voted for it. Oh, you Republican mega motherfucker, y'all stupid. You don't learn. Your racism matter more than anything. And then Obama getting that bitch, and in 8 years, he fixed that shit. He at least get it back somewhere where it's decent. Trump get in there, he ain't had no real problems. It was impossible for Trump to fuck it up in 4 years. Come on. Even after they passed that stupid ass tax cut for the rich, it still didn't fuck the economy up. But what did he do? Soon a big crisis come, just like Republicans always do, and it's gonna come again with Trump. He's gonna fuck the country up. A big crisis gonna happen. Trump dumbass gonna put us in war, at war. I guarantee you that. And that's how we lose money. In war. Dumbass Republican megas, you dumb. Ain't nobody trying to fuck with Americans. Trump going around trying to pick fights. Nobody even fucking with us. Nigga, we cozying up the dictators. Ain't nobody fucking with us. Like I said, send your kids, all you white racists, send your kids over there and get in the military. Go ahead. So they can die. Because that's what's going to happen. Y'all so goddamn dumb. Y'all racism make y'all dumb, man. Let's move on, man. This motherfucker is genuinely sitting here destroying the fucking country, and you have no problem with it because you like to see other races of people suffer. It makes up for all that. But like I said, what goes around comes around. You think this shit really about us. It ain't about us. Listen, it ain't just about us. It's about all of us, even you stupid MAGAs. They are draining the money that we have put into government. He's literally doing that. And you see nothing wrong with it. All them corporate people, the elites, all y'all keep talking about, they are Trump is giving, y'all stupid. I swear y'all stupid. But like I said, y'all gonna fuck around and find out somewhere around next year. Dumbasses. That's why the white farmers losing their business. They voted for it. Fuck you crying for it. Trump said he was gonna help me. Nigga, he said he was cutting the federal government. Why would he help you? He cut what Biden was going to give y'all. He cut it. And now y'all crying? The shit Biden had set up for you and was going to do for you, he cut it. Or he's not even sending it to you. You remember the people, that shit that happened out in Texas, that flood? FEMA still ain't down that bitch. Them people still fucked up. Yo, and they all MAGA. They all voted MAGA. You dumb motherfuckers. Like I said, y'all racism blind y'all. That's why I call y'all stupid. Your racism blinds you. I'm sorry. You'll find out. You'll find out next year. The shit right there in your face, but y'all just too stupid to see it. Because y'all stupid MAGAs. Stupid people.
Maybe it's something bad so we can do something.
Hang on one second.
If it's bad, it's bad.
I don't even want to go down the road of the false equivalency. Because I'm asking you, do you think it matters whether the facts support charges or not?
100%.
Because if it matters,
there's no facts
just
for
a
James
second,
Comey to be indicted.
hold on a second.
You don't know that.
Hold on a second, Ben. If it matters.
Ever wondered what happens when legs like these almost suddenly become like this? Cases like this are practically text.
If it matters whether or not the charges are substantiated or not, you would be just as upset about Michael Flynn lying, about Roger Stone lying and then getting pardoned, as you are about the allegation of James Comey lying. Would you not be?
I am angry when anyone uses the government to go after their political opponents the way that the last administration did it.
So that only is a
First of all, you're a liar because you don't have any proof of that. And let me be very clear about this. Just because any president, because this is what presidents do. When presidents select somebody to be the head of the DOJ or the head of the FBI, right? And sometimes they can't even put their own people in there because they do have a term limit, right, for certain many years, right? But like Christopher Wray, he was the head of the FBI. Biden couldn't get rid of him and put his own FBI person in there. So how the fuck that don't even make any sense? You got Trump people that was still in the FBI that he recommended. What are you talking about? But like I said, he's a liar. Because you never heard Biden, ever, not even from the people in his administration, ever get involved or say anything about, hey, they need to prosecute Trump and those people. You never heard that. So that's why I said he's a liar. He's a fucking liar. You have never heard the president or anybody in his administration or Vice President Harris say we need to do an investigation on him. Anybody with Trump people. They never did that. So it's all a fucking lie. He's just a liar. A big ear, Dumbo looking motherfucker. Just lying. You ain't never heard nobody from that administration say anything like that. Or what Trump has been saying. It's a fucking lie. And just because you believe, or some way you believe, that they were just targeting Trump and his people, that's your own fucking conspiracy theory, bitch. Because you don't have no proof. If you ain't got no proof, how the fuck you gonna say that's what it is? Mind you, when black people got truth about the fucking government and law enforcement targeting black folks, we have the proof of it. It's documented. They tell us we lying. So imagine this idiot sitting here saying some shit. You already called black people a liar. We play victim. But now you telling me, Biden, you ain't never heard the man say a goddamn thing. You got no evidence. Nobody came out, no whistleblowers say, hey, you know what? Hey, man. Yeah, they targeting Trump people. You heard none of it. And mind you, let me explain something to you. Everybody in the FBI and the DOJ is not just only Democrats. They are independents and Republicans. Excuse me. Some of them was appointed in certain positions by Trump. You had Trump federal judges smack down his shit of his executive orders. That's why you know this shit bullshit. And then he's literally telling, they need to prosecute him. He's literally saying this shit. You didn't hear Biden and nobody in his administration talking the way you didn't hear Merrick Garland. Motherfuckers, Democrats actually was mad at him because he like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I ain't a Democrat, but I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? You supposed to be even a motherfucker independent like me? I'm like, yo, what all the evidence that? What you waiting on? Why he didn't do a lot of this shit he did? Because of this moment. Because of this moment. Because they can sit there right now and lie and say that Merrick Garland targeted Trump people. But my thing is, they was already saying it anyway, so what do the fuck it matter? And then they turned around, they accused Merrick Garland and former President Obama and his administration, Biden and his administration for targeting Trump people. And they turn around and do the same exact shit. Can we believe people like that? And you had a person that he put in for the James Comey shit. He said, I don't have the evidence to do it. It was his own person that he put in. That's how you know this shit is bullshit. Megan, you should be ashamed of yourselves, man. Try to come up here and be self-righteous. Act like you morally like that. You're not. You're letting this man genuinely and these people lie to y'all to your face. Do hypocrisy in your face. And you okay with it. You know why? Because I'm a racist and I hate liberals. Okay, cool. Fine. Like I said, don't get mad when the karma comes back around. Now, I told you about, that's why the whole Charlie Kirk shit, y'all got yourself panties in a bunch. You just assumed black people was going to be like, that was very bad what happened to him. No. We don't care. Did I wish death on the man? No. That's the only thing I can say. But other than that, black people don't give a fuck that Charlie Kirk is dead. We don't give a fuck if he was alive. If he was still alive today, we still wouldn't care. Do you understand that? Or you too fucking racist and stupid to understand that? We don't give a fuck if he was still alive right now. If it just a so-called assassination to kill him, if this never happened, we still wouldn't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. Do you understand that? The new black people, it fucks you up. Because you thinking, we gonna do what our ancestors did, thoughts and prayers, he didn't deserve that. I don't give a fuck what he deserved. Did he deserve it or not? Don't really care. I give less fuck about a racist. Y'all motherfuckers don't really get it. But you will. Black people, we've been told, y'all didn't listen to us. Y'all don't get it. But the one thing you ain't gonna do is lie and act like this dude was a saint. Oh no, that's when you get black people like, fuck him. It's the reason why we say fuck him. He dead or alive. If he was alive, I still say fuck him. So it doesn't matter. Oh, he died. So he wouldn't have given a fuck about no black people. He disrespect George Floyd, Trayvon Martin. How you disrespect? Never mind. Listen, you know what? You racist white people, man, go fuck yourselves. Because y'all do that anyway. Y'all do that more than any other race in this country. You fuck your people and you fuck yourself. And a lot of y'all in the closet gay people any goddamn way. You hate gay people so much, but a lot of y'all are in the closet gay people anyway. Fuck out of here. Oh, I hate the gays. I hate them. It's an abomination that transgenders and the gay people. Ugh. And these are the same motherfuckers that be A lot of them be the same motherfuckers that be attracted to gay folks and transgenders. That's the crazy shit about it. See, the one thing I learned about people that hate people, they wish they was them, or they're attracted to them, or they obsessed with them. Like racist people that hate black people, a lot of them want to be like us, but it's a lot of them too. Some of them that actually like they obsessed with us. They very obsessed with black folks. They can't help themselves. They don't want to leave black people alone. It's in their culture. I wonder what the black people doing today. That's all that shit is, man. That's why. Listen, I don't really get offended by racist white people, because especially when I know you're a racist, I don't really get that offended by you, because I already know your reason of saying the shit that you say. I know why. You are obsessed with black people, or you really want to be like us. It's one or the other. Or you're attracted to us. And it doesn't matter if it's a man. A man might be attracted to another black man. You never know. I told you a lot of them homosexuals anyway. They in the closet homosexuals. They hate gay people too much. That shit is weird, bro. Are you mad at something that you ain't a part of? That have nothing that has effect on you at all. Nothing. To the gay community. I don't agree with everything, but nigga, they lifestyle don't have, it doesn't affect my life. It doesn't. I'm trying to, listen, people. If a motherfucker even just say, a heterosexual person say, I'm uncomfortable sometimes being around gay people, that's a natural reaction. You get what I mean? It's just a natural reaction. But after that, you supposed to say, but I ain't got nothing against gay folks. Sometimes I'm a little uncomfortable around them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. First of all, I get around too many goddamn white folks. I'm uncomfortable around them. Too many of them. I wouldn't have a problem with white people saying, hey, you know what? I get around too many black people. I'm a little uncomfortable. Especially if you don't grow up around black folks. I get it. We in 2025. I get it. You uncomfortable. I can respect the uncomfortable, but when you start talking about hating and turning down people in their communities, nah. Now you just a bigot or a racist to me. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It happens. We in 2025. You don't got to be comfortable around every goddamn thing. But the one thing you don't do is discriminate against people. And for racist people, they don't understand that. And bigots and homophobes, they don't understand that shit. And that's why we call you racist, because you stupid as a motherfucker.
Valid argument if in fact it was the government just going after people for things they didn't do. But if they did in fact commit crimes, do you think they should be prosecuted for it?
If you commit a crime, regardless of party you're in, I think you should be prosecuted.
Okay, well then I think that really answers your question, Ben.
So do you think James Comey was there to entrap General Flynn? Yes or no?
The facts ought to matter.
It should matter, but you won't answer that question. You're opposing it.
No.
Because none of us know. That you can't answer a question. The man got indicted. Okay? I can't answer a fucking question. Did he try to? Hold up. Time out. Do y'all understand what law enforcement does? They always try to entrap you. I don't give a fuck what level they on. That's what they all do. Now you got a problem with entrapment? With people that's supposed to be highly educated. fucking fuck is his name? God damn it. The dude he talking about. He was a former military dude. God damn it. Michael Flynn. Michael Flynn should know better. He should know better. The military is a whole nother different law type of force, but they know shit. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You can't tell me, on one hand, you're telling me these people are highly intelligent, but they stupid? Because that's what he's saying. And listen, and let me just say this. Let's just say, let's go off his dumbass narrative. What universe you been living in? All law enforcement try to entrap you. They try to get you to say some shit that you ain't supposed to say. And they want to catch you in a lie. That's what law enforcement do. What the fuck is... We living in a twilight zone. We live in a twilight zone. These people, they think they smart, but they not. Listen, that shit don't even make no sense. People, I ain't never been a lawyer. I ain't never been a police officer or a federal agent. But I used to be a goddamn criminal. Listen, I know that. That's all they try to do is entrap you. They get you to lie. They get you to spill the beans. That's what they do. That's why they motherfucker goddamn no Miranda rights. They don't know their Miranda rights. All right, man. We're in slow times. Slow time. People slow. That's why they give you your Miranda right. They tell you everything. You got to right remain silent. Shut your ass up. Nigga, first of all, I wouldn't even be speaking without my lawyer there. Can I say something? Can I speak? Can I say something? Can I talk to my lawyer real quick? Hold on. Can you give us a minute? Cut the cameras off. Like, yo, what the fuck? I'm not talking. Listen, I'm not, listen, and I'm very opinionated. And I'm very direct. And if I feel like I ain't do shit wrong, I most likely will say what the fuck I got to say. But people, when it comes to law enforcement, I don't give a fuck if I'm right or wrong. I'm not saying nothing. Not saying nothing, nigga. Not a goddamn thing. Give a fuck if it's the feds or a state. I don't give a fuck. You nigga, you don't supposed to be speaking. I talk this old my lawyer, nigga. I ain't got no lawyer right here. I can't speak about nothing, man. So, especially if you ain't got no lawyer there. Michael Flynn went in that bitch with his lawyer, and he still was running his mouth. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass. Talking about they target. Motherfucker, yes. Law enforcement target you. And first of all, nigga, they are always trying to get you to lie. They are always trying to get you to maybe lie or tell the truth. Either way, they can get you talking. The dude, that little young dude who killed, assassinated Charlie Kirk, he ain't said nothing. He ain't said shit. That 22-year-old knows not to speak, but a grown-ass man in his 50s or 60s, Michael Flynn, he didn't know not to be speaking. Man, yo, you crazy, man. Whatever. Let's move on.
Committed crime.
Listen,
Exactly.
I'm
You're saying
not-
he's innocent, but anyone that would try to
Listen, my friends, I am not
I
presupposing
wish you guys treated
anything.
Trump that way.
James
I really
Comey
do.
has not been convicted of a crime. That is actually the presumption of innocence, which I know you know well about.
Sure.
And that presumption of innocence, he actually has. We had a whole discussion here about
So
whether
should
about
change if he's
hold on.
convicted?
It will absolutely change if in a court of law.
Yes, stupid. Yes. What universe y'all live in? Because y'all want to convict the motherfucker because y'all assume that he's guilty. But I told you, it's not even that they think he's guilty. They want him to be guilty because it's Trump telling them he's our enemy. This ain't even, listen, she actually got a lawyer sitting there saying, he's a lawyer. He knows better. This ain't, never mind. We amongst the stupid. But I told you, he's not dumb. Power and connections, because connections bring power. And money brings power. But if you got the connections, oh, that shit makes you even more dangerous. And that's all they doing. This man knows better. He's a goddamn lawyer, man. He knows better. You can't say somebody's guilty of something if they ain't got convicted, regardless of the fucking evidence. He not got found guilty. Now, some shit come up, yeah, this motherfucker guilty. But on real talk, that's why people say allege. That's why we say allege. Or a lot of people say he alleged. Like even the dude that assassinated Charlie Kirk. Alleged that he killed Charlie Kirk. We don't know that. We don't know what's going to come out in that trial. They just arrested somebody that was supposed to be the suspect. But mind you, they already had about two dudes that they were supposed to be the suspect and they wasn't. Like, come on, bro. Please stop. Because they're incompetent. The dude they got, Cash Patel, running the FBI, he don't have any qualifications to be running the FBI. To be the head of the FBI? Are you fucking kidding me? The motherfucker they saying that committed a crime, James Comey, right? James Comey is qualified to be an FBI agent. But Cash Patel, no. He's there because he's a loyalist. He's loyal to Trump. That's all that is. And he's going to do what Trump tell him to do. That's it. He's not qualified, people. MAGA, he's not qualified. He don't know shit of what he's talking about. That's why he damn near, I believe he there's a percentage that he botched this fucking shit with the Charlie Kirk shit. The FBI don't be speaking like that, man. They don't come out and be putting information out like that. Especially when it's in the state shit. It was a state crime. The FBI don't come out and say, oh, we got a suspect. They don't do that. They got to run that shit through the state too. State police, wherever it happened. That's how incompetent he was. I mean, how incompetent he is. That shit look bad. Now you got everybody doing a whole bunch of conspiracy theories of how Charlie Kirk even got shot. Did he get shot? Because his wife said he didn't have no fucking bulletproof vest on. And then you go look back at the shit. He don't have no bulletproof vest on. It don't look that way. And where he got shot in the neck, that shit had to come from the back. He got shot in the neck down here. That's what I'm saying. Listen, this dude might not even be the shooter. He might just be a crash dummy. We don't know shit because the FBI can't be trusted at this point because you got unqualified people running the DOJ and the goddamn federal and the fucking FBI. None of them are qualified. Not even Pam Bundy. I mean, Pam Bundy, whatever the fuck her name is. She's not even qualified.
He is convicted, but all we have right now are the facts of the case as we know it. There are things that we don't. There are things that we don't know. There are things that we don't know. But just to be clear, the presumption of innocence isn't me giving James Comey a break. It's actually a right that he has in this country. Now, on the other hand, some other people that you were just claiming were.
First of all, you don't. You don't. You're already saying the man is guilty. You don't even know all the evidence. Because Trump said he was guilty. You say he's guilty. You don't like him because what he did to Trump, you assume that he's guilty. So you're a fucking lie. We dealing with dumb people. They in the cult, man. Mind you, Dumbo here and the other dude that's a lawyer, they know better. They are highly very intelligent. They lawyers. They loyal to Trump. Trump give them a word, Trump give them the shit to say, they gonna keep running with it, even though it don't make no sense. That's what the whole mega is. Even the voters. They all stupid. Trump say something, they ride with it. No matter if he lying or not. They know, listen, they even might know he lying. But they hate people so much, it don't even matter about the lie that Trump told. It doesn't matter of how unfair or what he's doing is unfair. They don't care. But Mega, remember all this shit y'all doing. I want y'all to be honest about it.
Politically persecuted were actually convicted. They were actually convicted.
Are you saying, let me ask you
so do you think it matters whether or not that those processes were valid?
Of the whole list they give you, is there anyone on there you think, hey, you know what, they got a raw deal? I think the last administration went after them for political persecution.
First of all, you are right. You are embarrassing. It is black people that have been arrested for 30-something years for some shit that they ain't done. 50%. 50% of black people that got convicted of something that they didn't do, shit been overturned. 50%. Listen, if that's the case, how about they take it to the Supreme Court? And see if they won't be convicted. I mean, at least get it washed out. That they can do something about it, people. Now, you understand what I'm saying? You can do something about it. Why are they not doing it? All these people he talking about that Biden went after and they got convicted, and it was unfair. I don't give a fuck what you think is unfair. Listen, let me say this. Very clear. I believe, and God rest his soul, OJ. I believe OJ did what he did. But by the court of law, no. And like I said, I'm a spiritual dude. So, nigga, he got to talk that out with God, man. You get what I mean? We don't know OJ went to heaven, nigga. OJ always denied that he didn't do it. But all evidence was there. It's just that the prosecution fucked it up. In my opinion. But by law, OJ ain't do it. I don't give a fuck what my personal feelings is. By the law, he didn't do it. Fuck out of here. Yeah, we know when we see some rig shit, yes. But it usually is around black folks. It's not around white people. The courts or the jury is rigged. The Central Park 5. They shit, we knew it was rigged. The evidence came up, it was rigged. And Trump was he was a part of that. Never apologized. Man, please with that dumb shit. Those dudes was not guilty. And they took their shit to hide to make sure that they shit wasn't guilty. They shit got expunged. Why ain't none of them Trump people that he talking about fight for their innocence? Why is that? Because the motherfuckers was guilty, man. And they got the money to do it. But they won't do it because they know they're guilty. Anyway, let's
they
move
set
on.
up Flynn and entrapped him, and the way that James Comey got on stage and mocked it. Do you not think there's a problem with that?
Your argument
I'm being
is
serious. Your argument is a question because you know I'm right on
the
this.
answer is
He got on stage and literally mocked the fact that he was so trusted and didn't call an attorney.
You're just
I'm asking you a question. That's true.
Yeah, because it is stupid. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. He didn't have an attorney. He didn't even want to bring no attorney. How dumb is that? And he could afford it. He could afford it. He had the money to do it. He decided to go and sit with the FBI and talk to the FBI without a lawyer. But you want to blame Comey and them? First of all, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you go and start talking to law enforcement without your lawyer, you stupid. You dumb as shit. Believe you me, them people are smarter than you. They know the law better than you. Especially district attorneys. No matter if they corrupt or not, they know the law. They've been doing this shit for years. And you decide. Let me understand this. Michael Flynn decided to go into the FBI. I forgot about that because he didn't have his lawyer. He decided to go and talk to the FBI without his lawyer. How stupid is that? I don't give a fuck if you're innocent or not. You do not go and talk to law enforcement without your lawyer. And even, listen, if my lawyer ain't dead, you say they want to take me in to talk. But listen, I'm not saying nothing without a lawyer. So you're bringing me down here for nothing. Because even if I can't afford one or I don't have a lawyer, I'm not talking either way. So it's a waste of time. And you telling me this grown-ass man that was in his 50s or 60-something years old, that's a former military person that didn't know better? Well, maybe he's just stupid then. How about that? Because I know better than that, and I ain't served in the military. I ain't got a college degree, and I know better than not to do that dumb shit. Shout out to my brother talking in the building. What up, Talk? You want to blame James Comey for him being incompetent, for Michael Flynn being incompetent and stupid. Who the fuck goes in the FBI? You crazy, bro. Okay. That's what I told you. These people ain't stupid, but it's like they stuck on stupid. They kissing Trump ass so much they just being stupid, say stupid shit. They don't even really realize the shit that comes out their mouth. That's Michael Flynn's fault. That's Michael Flynn's fault. You don't go in there and talk to the fucking FBI without no lawyer. Or you don't, if you ain't got one, you don't say nothing. I'm not saying you crazy. Let's move on.
Hold on a second.
Either political
I think
prosecutions
that
are
you
good
guys
or bad.
like to use this idea of entrapment in a way that is totally incorrect. It is not entrapment to ask somebody a question and then they lie in answering that question. That's not what entrapment means.
So you think it was totally above board, even though he literally.
Yes. Because you got a right to remain silent. You got a right not to answer the question that the FBI or law enforcement asks you. He chose to talk. How's that entrapment? Now, what happened to the Central Park 5? That was entrapment. That was some shit that they did to hurt them young kids like that. He a grown-ass man. He should know better. Fuck out of here. Even if he didn't know better. Motherfucker, why are you in there talking to the FBI? I'm not telling y'all nothing. He went in there with no lawyer. Listen, a lawyer. When Rudy Giuliani, when he went to go talk to the FBI, you know he had a lawyer, right? Even though he was a lawyer, he still had a lawyer. A lawyer. No. Let's move on. People stuck on
He
stupid.
said it wasn't.
Michael Flynn
He sent a couple FBI guys in
would
there.
have told the truth, and that would have negated this entire thing. So no, that is not actually at all entrapment. End of story on that one. But let's move on first. 1 second.
And he laughing because he knows what she said is the truth. Because if he would have told the truth, it wouldn't have been entrapment. But he lied, right? Imagine if he says, yeah, I did it, right? It's still stupid for him to say it. But if he would have told the truth, he probably still would have got it indicted. But he probably wouldn't have got indicted for lying. He lied to the FBI. Excuse me. And somehow, some way, it was the FBI fault. It was James Comey and the fault. That's their job, to catch you in the fucking lie. That's their job, in a way, to try to entrap you to lie. That's their job. They didn't break any fucking laws or protocol. That's what they supposed to do. Listen, the FBI, they can lie to you. Say they got this and they got that. They can actually lie. They can actually do that. Now, if you're stupid enough to believe it, that's on you. If you know you ain't do shit, and the FBI tell you, look, well, we got evidence that you did do this shit. So you better off just telling us the truth. Because they're going to play mental games with you. I don't give a fuck if it's the FBI or the police. They state police, they going to play this shit. They're going to play the game. They're going to play with you. They're going to try to play with your mind. They're going to try to get you to lie. They're going to try to get you to tell them the truth. Look, we already got the evidence. So you better off telling us the truth. Now, if you didn't do the shit, why would you lie about it? Right? Now, you think about it. If you say, I didn't do that shit. And then the first thing I say, show me the evidence. If I didn't do something, I'm asking them, you said I did this, right? Well, show me the evidence. But mind you, if you had a lawyer there, your lawyer will be talking. You wouldn't even have to be speaking like that. And if you do gotta speak, you gotta talk that shit over with your lawyer. Your lawyer, no, do that shit. And your lawyer, he ain't do it. He said he ain't do it. He ain't do it. Like, don't blame this on the FBI, bro. The police, they got a job, bro. Like, listen, yes, they do some corrupt shit. I get that. But yo, they always trying to catch you in a lie. They always trying to get you to tell the truth. They always want you to do that. It makes their job easier. It makes it easier for them to go send that shit to the prosecutor. Like, are you fucking crazy? Come on, man. Listen, Michael Flynn was stupid. Mind you, everybody else that got indicted, the FBI tried to sit down with even Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani ain't say a motherfucking thing. Roger Stone, all of them. They never said nothing. They lawyer said they did not, we didn't do it. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to indict you. We're going to take your ass to trial and blah, blah, blah. And they did what they did. But Michael Flynn blatantly went in that bitch with no lawyer and lied to the FBI. Mind you, even when Rudy Giuliani said we didn't do this shit or whatever, they got found guilty by the courts. But they couldn't charge Rudy Giuliani with lying to the FBI. Because he didn't say that he didn't do it. His lawyer said it. Or their lawyer said it. Do y'all understand that? Come on, man. Wake up. This dude is just out here, he bullshitting. He thinks this is a game.
So embarrassed. Look at him. Nothing to say there, flappy ears? What say you? Like such a crybaby. These Republicans, he mocked you. He stood up there and mocked you. Shut up. Republicans are so damn whiny all the time. They sound so weak and pathetic. Always. These Republicans live, I said this 1,000 times now, such a sad existence.
First of all, I don't give a fuck. There's been plenty of prosecutors, police officers. They mock criminals. What that mean? That's what they do. But like he said, they so soft. MAGA people so soft. And they got the power and they still whining. Go ahead. You got Comey. Go ahead. That shit ain't gonna work out. And the bad part about it, at his core, he know this shit doesn't make no sense. He know. But he gonna rock with it. But anyway, let's move on.
To always defend this senior citizen baby buffoon Trump. What an amazing excuse. I've heard this excuse before. I would have never lied if you didn't ask me a question I didn't want to answer. Diablo. It's like what Charlie Kirk's racist ass said about black people. He would have never questioned a black pilot if it wasn't for things like DEI. He's forced to question black and brown people now.
No, he's not. And that's the crazy thing. He's right about that. You don't question DEI. Right? Mind you, DEI help white people, white women more than it helped any other minority group. So listen, this is what I tell white women. If you on MAGA or not, they hate DEI because it helped benefit you more. Think about how that white man thinks about you. He don't want you to succeed. He wants you to be beneath him. They already said that's on the Republican Party. She should be submissive to me. I don't need no white woman independent. They hate feminist women. They don't like women that's independent. White women, they don't like you. They don't want you, they want you in the house doing what they tell you to do. And you know, a lot of the domestic violence is on who does it more? White men. White people. They don't tell you that though. They just tell you all black people be violent and shit. Show black people, certain black Negroes doing stupid, dumb shit. But they don't tell you the real statistics. The real statistics is that white men commit more domestic violence than any other race in America. Facts. There was a white woman came out a while ago. She said, I feel more safe around black men than I feel around white men. And a part of that is because some of the fact, a lot of black men that fuck with white women, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. And I'm not saying all, but a lot of them that fuck with white women, regardless if they coons or not, they fuck with white women because it's easy. And there's no disrespect to white women. I don't think all white women are bad or some shit like that. I'm not saying that. Because sometimes some shit is just love. I get it. But black men only fuck with white women because it's easy. You gotta fuck with a sister, nigga. You gotta put up with the attitude. You gotta put up with her. Especially if you're dealing with a black woman that's right independent. And at the end of the day, she really don't kind of really need you. She may got her own insecurities, but she really financially don't need your ass. You feel me? Right? Like, and you got black women, nigga, they only fuck with niggas. Yeah, all right, you got a little something, but you got some good dick. You know, it's black women that move like that. Very independent. Seriously. But the bad part about that shit is that some black men can't handle the truth. That black woman don't really need you like that, nigga. Now, it's your responsibility as a black man to show that black woman that she do need you. That's your responsibility. Times have changed. It's not the same. Black women don't really need black men like that. Seriously. Even if they prefer black men, they don't really need black men like that. Listen, a lot of black men, a lot of us are very insecure. And it's not even about financially. It's about, I'm a man, and how the fuck this woman making more than me, telling me shit that you shouldn't be telling me. Because I told you, a lot of black men, we all been raised to be male chauvinists. I'm telling you that shit. We took the white man's playbook. This shit ain't nothing new. But a lot of black men are mad insecure, man. Honestly. That's why that's why you see niggas getting simped by women. That's whores. Black women or whoever, women, they whores. You see black men get simped by them. Cause a lot of these niggas can't get in that pussy when they want nothing. Right? Like I always tell people this, listen, nigga, it's not me over exaggerating it. Right? I was a hood nigga. I know I fucked over 100 chicks. In the 4-year span. When I was in the hood, doing what I was doing. Know that. So like, I don't like, if this makes sense to y'all, I don't like kind of like, I don't chase women. Right? And even when I was out there like that, if I really like something, I chase it. But I rarely chase women. I rarely trace them. But I was insecure too. Right? You know? But a lot of brothers is insecure. There's one thing about certain brothers and shit in the hood, you know, or growing up in our community. Yo, them dudes are. That's all we trying to do. We trying to fuck a woman, or get with a woman. Motherfuckers think that we care about the money. It's not really about the money. It's about impressing women. That's all men do. And mainly black men. That's all we do. We think, we get some money, we can get any chick we want to. And most likely a lot of times do. But does she really give a fuck about you? No, she don't. She don't. She'll take that money. That white woman, listen. There's no disrespect to white women, but these are facts. Listen, white women are already infatuated with black men. Or even the racist ones. They already, because it's a narrative out here that all black men got big dicks. So that's already some shit they already kind of obsessed with us. Yeah, they might fuck with their own white dudes or whatever, but I guarantee you they run into a very highly successful black man with they think they got a big dick. They're gonna cheat on their husbands. These are facts. But like I said, it's all good. When it's all good when that shit get real. It's all good. Shit get real out here. Motherfuckers don't tell the truth. White women, listen, it's easy for black men to fuck with you. It is what it is. Right? Now, these new niggas is a little different. They're a little different. These little young new niggas is different because they haven't grew up the way we grew up. They ain't been as segregated as we were. So they have opportunities to fuck white women. Right? So they don't probably look at it the way I'm looking at it. But people that come from the times I come from, like I said, if you like 50 down, maybe even 55 down. Yeah. You know, we know black women are infatuated with us, but it's niggas that know you get with a white woman is easy. That's real talk. And we not talking about the ghetto shit with black women. No, we just talking about just a black woman standing up to a black man. And black men don't like that. But think about it. Look at all the sucker ass niggas that be getting disrespected by their women. Black women. That's because them young chicks know that them niggas is suckers. You got a nigga that's wearing a pair of jeans just as tight as yours. You know that nigga ain't really like that. He trying to look as pretty as you. You know what I mean? Black women don't respect that shit. They pretend they do. As long as financially the shit is good, they pretend. But soon that motherfucker he ain't got no money. Give a fuck if he's ugly or not. He got no money. Man, you don't think a black woman sees some of these niggas? You don't think black women think these niggas are suspect gay? Wearing some of the fucking shit they wear? You don't think that? Even the young chicks. You don't think that? That's why they carry them the way they do. They carry you young niggas like that because they think you niggas is gay. I'm telling you. Get you niggas to put shit in your booty and like that. Yo, they don't respect y'all. You listen, you young niggas, you think these young black women respect y'all. They don't. Honestly. That's why they treat y'all the way they do. That's why I say, yo, listen. Man, listen. I was doing some shit earlier, man. Looking at, I seen this little young chick I'm cool with, and she wilding. I'm like, yo, you tripping. I'm trying to calm her down, like, yo, you doing too much. She getting loud, and you see her trying to bring the attention because she want the drama. And I'm like, yo, like, you kind of brung this shit on yourself. Like, y'all do young, stupid, dumb shit. Like, you can't peep a clown when you see him. Like, you fuck with a clown. First of all, you should have, once you found, listen, time out. Once you found out, because she was telling me, she's like, she didn't know. But I was like, once you did find out, you should have let that shit be. You should have just apologized, said, I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. But that's that young shit. That where motherfuckers be like, they trying to, like, go off on a nigga. And I'm like, yeah, but the chick checks you, she might be wrong too, but she only feeling the way she feeling because she feel like that was her man. You got lied to. You already knew that. All right, it's time for you to de-escalate that. But see, that's that young shit. They don't understand that. Now, you don't get mad at either party in a way because you just got fucked. Motherfucker lied to you. Thought you was fucking with a motherfucker and you get what I mean? Like, he wasn't honest. Right? You assume some shit. You got fucked. Sometimes you gotta take that shit and be like, damn, I got fucked. But I keep telling motherfuckers, the whole point with her was, and I didn't say this to her because she was already wilding and I was trying to de-escalate that shit. But I really wanted to tell her, was like, yeah, you just mad because he probably gave you some good dick. This ain't got nothing to do with him lying to you. He dicked you down. He gave some good dick. He hit you right. And that's why you mad. Because usually that's what happens. But I didn't want to tell her that and shit because, you know, she my little homegirl and shit. But, you know, and I'm like, you know, listen, she like my niece age, man. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, that shit, that's why I said, like, I was trying to calm that shit down. I was like, yo, this shit's stupid. Like, what are you wilding for? You got played. Let it be. Now they think I'm a bitch. They think I'm a punk. I'm like, no, you got played. Or did you really didn't know that this nigga was still fucking with the chick? Like, you get what I mean? That this all that work shit. And I'm like, yo, nah, man. I was like, yo, you got calm the fuck down. And I was getting ready to get real serious with her, but then I was like, I couldn't do nothing but laugh because I was like, yo, she just don't get it. She don't get it. She got played. And you mad at everybody else, anybody do anything to you. I swear to you, man, I was talking, the nigga, whatever he did, she was like, oh, he don't want to come in here, blah, blah, blah. And then when the nigga did come in, right, he could have been dodging her or whatever, dodging the situation. But then again, she want to get loud. Like, why are you trying to do that shit in front of everybody? Like, and I wanted to tell her that But it was like, yo, she was so fucking wound up and she young, man. It's like, you know, even the manager came to me. He's like, you know, she crazy. I don't give a fuck. She crazy. She need to calm fuck down. That shit ain't that serious. Cause she wound up getting into it with the one chick that we know she a snitch. She snitched on everybody, and she cut her off, and like that even sparked even more. So she was just wilding, bro. Then the shit, yo. If I tell y'all the whole, I ain't gonna say the whole story about it, but if I tell you the whole story about that shit, you'd be like, yo, she tripping. But that's young shit. You know what I mean? That's young shit. She don't even know. I told her, I said, you didn't peep the goofiness? But you can peep a clown. Like, you know when a nigga on some bullshit. And then sometimes you can get fucked over, right? You don't know, right? Nobody perfect. All right, now you know. Now it's time for you to calm the fuck down and be an adult. Like, you can't wild motherfuckers out. Like, you can't do that shit. You already, listen, the crazy part about it, don't get me wrong. When I was young, I probably would, but I've been in a relationship way longer than I was single. No lie to you. So for me, it's a little different. But I've been in situations. Yo, when you, that job shit, fucking with people at the job, that shit don't work, bro. You know what I mean? Especially if you fucking like you fucking multiple people. You get what I mean? Like, or you fucking with somebody that fuck with somebody else. Like, that shit don't work, bro. You know? Fuck. Damn, that looked like a spider, didn't it? Could have been a spider. It did look like a spider or a fly. What the fuck was that? Anyway. But yeah, like, I've been in those situations. Like, yo, but fucking with people at the job, yo, that shit don't work, bro. And especially if you know that they used to fuck with somebody else at the job. That shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, actually, like, yo, that shit crazy though. Actually, like, yo, listen, I don't deal with that shit, but I fuck with shorty. You know what I mean? I fuck with little shorty, right? Like, so I don't like like I try not to judge. As I told you, I just try not to judge the young folks like that. But when they do stupid shit like this, because I kept trying to tell her, I was like, yo, calm the fuck down. That shit is not that serious. Like, yo, you got fucked over. It happens. No, and she kept telling me, no, they think I'm a punk. I'm like, what? They're trying to punk me in here. And I don't want to get too much of the details. So a part of her, she wasn't wrong. But the other part was like, yo, you got punked because of you. Right? And it's not necessarily all your fault, but it's still on you, though. You got to take self-responsibility in that. You couldn't peep this nigga. You didn't know this nigga was on some bullshit. He was playing you and shorty. Like, you didn't see it. It happens. I'm trying to get her to understand that, but she's so young and immature. And she don't have no, and it's not even being immature. It's almost not having no type of wisdom, right? Like with young folks, I don't even call they immature. If you don't have you ain't lived long, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You wouldn't understand what I'm saying to a certain extent, right? Right, so you ain't never been in those situations and you don't know shit. So you kind of like, even if you did, right? But you still don't know how to handle them. right? It doesn't matter if you've been into those situations all the time, but if you don't know how to handle them, it doesn't matter if how many times you've been in those situations. You don't know how to handle them. So you're going to keep doing the same shit that you were doing before, right? Instead of her fucking calming down and saying, you know what, yo, Ken, you right. You know what? I did get played. Fuck that nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Let me go to the other chick and say, look, I didn't know. But like I said, it's weird shit that go on. I seen the shit. It was even weird today. Like I told you, I can't get into too much details about that shit. But that shit was very, very weird to me. Like, it was so much weird shit going on. I was like, yo, oh, get the fuck out of here. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to be in that. I don't even want to talk about that shit no more. Because what I seen today, I was like, oh no, she a part of the fucking chaos. My homegirl, I was like, you a part of that shit. I don't even want to hear about that shit. Next time she say some shit to me about that shit, I'm gonna be like, look, hey man, you gotta leave that shit alone and start talking to me. Because I don't do that drama shit like that. You bringing that shit over here. I stay over where I stay. I told you, I stay a certain distance from everybody because I know the bullshit, what goes on. So I stay a distance. Motherfuckers that fuck with me, they'll come over there and start fucking with me. I stay a distance from them. I don't even stay amongst the people. I mean, amongst everybody. I don't. I stay where I stay. I'm like distance. Motherfuckers come all the way to fuck with me. And she one of them. But like, if that shit happen again, she do that shit again, I'm gonna have to check it. Now, I usually don't want to do that, but you know what I mean? Because I'm a peaceful dude, man, and I don't want that type of shit. But if she bring that shit around me again, I'm like, yo, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, yo, and I'll probably just tell her the straight truth. Like, yo, you got played. I just was trying to calm her down. I'm trying to be like, yo, chilling, you wilding. Like, yo, you gotta calm the fuck down, man. Or you know what? I might not even do it in that situation. I'll probably be like, look, me and you gonna hang out after work. I'm gonna wait on you when you get off work. Me and you gonna hang out. Come on. Come ride with me. You know what I mean? Let's go out, get some drinks, chill out. You know what I mean? I might do it that way. Cause you know, because I know one thing about young folks, putting them on a spot like that and doing that shit, that's not good to do. Cause they will straight. I've been a young nigga. Like, I've been a young people. So you straight cut people off when they do certain shit. Because they, like I said, she already felt like she was getting punked. So imagine somebody that she fucked with, and I just start trying to punk her. You get what I mean? So I might just have to do it that way. But she can't do that shit around me no more. That shit was bullshit today. I ain't like that. That shit made me mad uncomfortable too. Because everybody know I don't do drama, bro. And like I said, I told you I'm distant from her. Don't bring that shit over here. And I'm telling her chill, like, yo, come on, yo, calm down. And I see her raising her voice more and more because she want these motherfuckers to hear. I'm like, yo, now you put me in this shit. Now they thinking I'm riding with you on this dumb shit. Like, no, I'm not riding with you on this dumb shit. This shit is stupid. You got played. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit happen every day, B. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that shit before. Give me a second, people. But anyway, people, I'm back. I always just listen. I always try to tell young motherfuckers like, yo, y'all think y'all be knowing every fucking thing. Like it's yo, y'all don't know everything, bro. Y'all listen. A lot of y'all ain't even mature level. Even the ones that do know a little something more, right? You still not maturity ready. You don't have the wisdom. You don't. You just don't. And I mean that shit. Like, listen, my OG used to always tell me that shit when I didn't listen to him. He's like, nigga, you know what you know, but you don't know what you supposed to know. Because you don't have the maturity level. You ain't been through the shit that I'm talking about. And it's not even about being through it. He told me some real shit. He said it's about how do you know how to handle it. That's what I told young motherfuckers. Like, yo, she didn't even know how to handle that shit. Yo, that shit fucked me up. Man. That shit made me, I was mad uncomfortable. Like, yo, she was getting louder and louder. I'm like, yo, come on, yo, calm that shit down, man. I was already snapped on her for a minute, but then I guess she seen my face expression and she calmed the fuck down. I was like, yo, come on, man, chill. Like, don't too much. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, but listen, I always do that. I never let people fuck with my peace. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I learned a lot. Like, I always tell people, I learn all the time. Like, I ain't never perfect. I learned this last year. Nigga, former OBI members and shit, nigga, I'm going to keep my peace, bro. I'm not even on that type of bullshit that people be on no more. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not mad. I'm not happy or like whatever the situation. I'm just not mad about it. You know what I mean? And I ain't in pain about it. Shit upsets me, but I don't let shit bother me. I can get upset about something, but it don't mean it bother me. Right? Like, I won't let that shit linger on where it bothers me. Put it that way. So, you know, I feel what you're saying, Ashley. Like, but I don't let motherfuckers fuck me up. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck my mood up. Like, you know what I mean? But people can fuck your mood up. And that's why I stay away from people. Because they'll fuck your mood up. Because they don't know. A lot of times they don't even be understanding. A lot of times you trying to help these motherfuckers. I was trying to help her. But I had to realize too, she was in a moment of wanting to vent. And I might have came off wrong because maybe I should have just listened. Right? Maybe she wouldn't have got as loud. Right? But she was already, but I don't even think it was that she was already on 100. I thought she was good because I was, you know, I'm always where I'm at. I told you, she came in, usually everybody go to, you know, to the desk and where everybody be. I'm over where I'm at. She did all the little rounds, did what she did. I guess she was trying to feel the temperature, right? Because I told you this some work shit. I don't be a part of that shit. I know what's going on, but I don't be a part of that shit, right? I don't care. I don't talk about it. I'm not even, you know what I mean? So she did all that shit, and then she came straight to me. And sometimes when people think they fuck with you, right? Or you like, motherfucker, that's my motherfucker, or they fuck with you like that, they assume that you're always going to agree with they fuck shit. And I think that's what she thought. And I wasn't. I was like, yo, chill the fuck out, man. That shit ain't that serious. Like, yo, let that shit go. Nah, they think I'm a punk. They trying to punk me. I'm like, yo, this shit get ready to go left. Now we know the one girl that's a snitch there, right? And she know that this chick does shit to provoke her. She cut her off when we was trying to go load up trucks and shit, and she wowed. She was on 100. But like I told you, I can get deep in that shit because that shit is weird. That whole situation is weird. And that's why the motherfuckers listen. That's why they don't play with me, bro. Nobody play with me at the job, bro. Like, listen, if I got a problem, motherfucker, I lean on them. Like, I tell you straight up, what's up? What the problem is. But I usually don't have a problem with people like that. I usually, because I keep my distance and I don't fuck with people, I let them be. Do you, man? Just don't bring that shit around me. I don't give a fuck about it. The snitch girl, she snitched all, like, we know she a snitch. No, she a snitch. I'm sitting on the phone earlier today. Why does all this dumb shit happening? Matter of fact, before that shit happened with her doing that shit to homegirl, she sitting there, she roll up on me. She really trying to get close to me, right? Because she know I don't fuck with her, right? I know she know that feeling. You'll know when somebody don't fuck with you, right? Listen, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of people at the job like that, right? They know that I don't fuck with everybody. And they still would try to come over there and have conversations with me. And I make that shit very short. Just don't fuck with you. I'm polite. I be nice. You say something to me, I say something to you, but the conversation ain't gonna be long. I guarantee you that. And you wouldn't have to worry about me saying hi or like I speak, like you get what I mean, but I'm not having a conversation. You'll know that I'm not trying to be cool with you. My shit is very obvious. But she tried to roll up on me. I'm sitting there, and I was so glad that I was talking to my wife on the phone. And she rolled up on me. She was like, yeah, it is, talking about the truck or whatever. Because I had a truck one time. That shit, somebody pissed in the fucking back of the truck. This shit smelled like piss. And, and she was there that day. I was talking to the manager about that bullshit, giving me that dumbass truck. Right? And he was like, oh, you didn't say nothing to me. No, if I'd have said something to you, you got mad about it. You thought I would. Anyway, but so she was there at the time. So she knew about it. So now she think that's a way of me and her kind of can be cool. So every time she talked to me, she keep talking about the truck. Right? But, I've been around a long time, man. These young folks, I've been around a long time, man. I ain't fuck wrong with you. I know what you trying to do. You trying to get me to be cool with you, and I'm not. I know you're a fucking snitch. You tell everybody goddamn business. That's what you do. You want to know everybody's business so you can tell it. So you can have, if she know everybody's business, she actually used that shit against you. Because she already did it already. So she doing that shit. She come roll up on the truck to me. I'm on the phone with my wife. I was like, yeah. I said, no, this one good. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. So whatever. I said, so yeah, what's up, babe? Straight turn around on the ass. Like, I actually turned my whole head. I ain't had to do that. But I turned my whole head. I turned around and said, yeah. Yeah, so what you saying, babe? Now, mind you, I'm watching her from the corner of my eye. I see her face expression. She like, oh, this nigga really ain't trying to fuck with me. No, I'm not. She thought I was gonna sit there and have this long conversation. No, you bitch, keep riding. Right? No. I told people, listen, you a snitch like that? No, man, can't fuck with you, man. Fuck out of here. Telling everybody business and shit. You intentionally going in everybody's business, having conversations with people so you can get information to use it to help you. To use it against people. Like, nah, bro, that ain't no good person to be around. I was on the phone. I told I said, yeah, this bitch trying to sit there and have a conversation with me. I don't fuck with her like that. And my wife said some shit like, oh, I seen your tone and shit, so that was her, huh? I said, yeah. Yeah, because my tone was different. Because my wife knows my tone. She know how my face expressions. She know my tone. She know all that shit. I told you she's my soulmate, right? So she know how I am. Like, yeah, I'm me. Yeah, that's that bitch. I can't stand her. Like I genuinely can't. But I still be respectful, even though I don't fuck with you like that, because I don't hang around her. I actually try to stay a distance from this type of people like this. I genuinely do. And she ain't the only one. It's just people that I don't fuck with. I can't be around you. You fuck, like these people fuck your mood up. Because you see a lot of fake shit. And you see a lot of like young shit. Because a lot of them young. So you kind of like, and it don't be just young niggas. It be niggas that your age or be older. They be on phony fuck shit. The managers be on phony fuck shit. You just be like, you know what I mean? You just, all right, man. Like once I know where you are, I stay my distance. Because it's not that I'm scared of you or no shit like that. I know my temperament. I know how I am. I know how I react to shit. And I've been working on myself for us having some peace, right? And having patience. Because I've been working on that shit since my daughter was born. You know what I mean? She be 10 this year. Well, next week. Shout out to baby Kenny. She be 10 next week. So I've been working on my patience for 10 fucking, well, shit, even before that, I say 11. I've been working on my patience for 11 years, bro. My people. So it's like, I don't want nobody fucking with my peace, man. And I don't want them fucking with some shit that I've been working on to try to fix. Because I don't have patience for people bullshit. I really genuinely don't at my core. You know what I mean? So when people do fuck shit, I actually get mad angry. I still see me flash out here and there. Like, you know what I mean? And still get passionate. Y'all see me still talk about the old BF members and shit. Because that shit, like, I don't like that fake shit. I don't like that shit. Motherfuckers don't be real. Like that shit. I don't have patience for bitch shit. But then they try to act like, oh, it's all your fault. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here, man. You know me. If you talk to me, I don't give a fuck we got a problem or not. You know if you talk to me, nigga, we gonna talk about it. And I'm gonna stand on business with it. However it goes. So, you know, I had to really realize a lot of shit this year too. Like where like motherfuckers, my wife used to always tell me, she said, that's a part of my downfall. It's a good part of me, but it's my downfall. Giving a fuck about people that I shouldn't care about. But if I ever close my heart like that, I won't be a good person. Honestly. So I'm never perfect. I'm never gonna be perfect of fucking with people and shit like that or bringing people in. I can't be closed-minded like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because it won't make me a good person. Because if I get like that, I get selfish. Because I know me. I can get very selfish, bro. I'll start fucking with people. Like, really. It's like my family and shit. Like, that shit do me off my cousin. I was like, nigga, I ain't been fucking with none of y'all then. Because this ain't just him. They all feel that way. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So it is what it is. Don't call me at all. Don't call me when somebody died. Like, I'm at that point with that my family. Because for years I've been trying to fix this shit and squash shit. But, you know, motherfuckers be what they be, man. And I can't keep sitting around waiting for motherfuckers to open up. Like, you get what I mean? I gotta fucking move on with my life. I know I'm changing morally, personally, and as a person. And I can't wait around for motherfuckers to sit around to accept me. Because that's what it seems like to me. Like, what am I proving to you? Or proving to them? I don't give a fuck what they... Like, it's almost like I care too much what they think. And I started to realize that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Especially after my cousin said that shit. Like, oh, every time you call me, it's about some bullshit. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, the last time we even talked, I was asking you about what's going on with you. How you feeling? You good? How was it about me? And just because I tell you all the fraud shit that the family do, doesn't mean I'm hating. or I got I got an issue. Like I'm mad. Like nigga, I'm just tired of motherfuckers don't reach out. Like what the fuck is going on with everybody? We supposed to be, after my aunt died, everybody supposed to be doing some new shit. Like we always will try to connect. Nobody wants to do that. So now you mad at me because I'm calling that shit out that motherfuckers is lying. So, like, yo, I always tell you, listen, people, I say what I say and I mean what I say. Motherfuckers be thinking that I'm like this real harsh dude. I'm not. My fucking heart is big as shit. I got a big heart. I love. Because if I didn't love people, I'd probably kill people. I'm telling y'all that now. So, like, motherfuckers playing. Everybody want everybody to kiss somebody ass. Nigga, I'm not kissing your ass, man. Because I don't want you to kiss my ass. But goddamn, show love. It's not hard to show love. And mind you, I grew up, I always tell people, I basically grew up as an orphan. And yeah, I knew my mom fought, my mother fought, but they ain't take care of me. Not one of them. My family, they couldn't stand me. Yeah, they reached out, they helped me and shit like that, but ain't none of the motherfuckers like me, man. None of them. To this day. And I still try to show love to a lot of these motherfuckers that I knew didn't like me. They only did what they did because maybe they felt bad to help me. It's only one aunt or two aunts that I know that love me unconditionally. Love me for who the fuck I am. And that's my aunt Willette that died from COVID. And before that, my aunt Bun. They're the only two. Everybody in my family is always, I don't give a fuck who it is. My brothers, sisters, I don't care who it is. It's always some type of shit that like it's a transparent thing. Like they need something from me. If that make them feel good, like that I care about them. It's always about financial. It's always something. But for them, it was never that. I remember when my aunt Bun died. She about to die. She had cancer. And she told me, she said, you always be there for your sister. And now, listen, to this day, regardless if I'm mad at my sister or whatever, I still be there for her. I be for that. My sister called me dead tomorrow, I still take care because I made that promise to my aunt. Always, regardless. My aunt told me to always be there. She's like, I know you always was there, but it's a little different now. Y'all not kids no more. So she think whatever. And I remember having this conversation with her. But I just be telling people, man, like I don't be fucking with people like that, man. My own family, y'all, I despise a lot of them because they shit be phony. Motherfuckers act like you gotta go out your way to do something for them. But the only time they call you was with bad news. When I call them, I be like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Y'all good? You know what I mean? I ain't never call them and be like, yo, I need some money from you. You know, or I need some help with this. Or you know what, your niece need this. Like, I don't do that. And people are like, oh, Kenny, but maybe you just blessed. No. I've been in tough spots. Oh, yes, I have. Never called them. Listen. Both of my sisters had them come live with me. Nigga, they called me. They needed me. I didn't need them. Cousins need me. Come live. I got you. Yo, and didn't even charge them shit. And be like, oh, you gotta, pay some rent. No, save your money so you can go the fuck up out of here. I don't want you here for a year. I'll give you 3 to 6 months. Save your money. Always been that dude. Yo, me and my wife, we used to throw fucking family dinners every Sunday. We used to party every fucking holiday. Everybody used to come over here. We stopped. I say my wife stopped that shit because she seen that these motherfuckers were taking advantage. Every time we would throw something, it'd be all us. I had no too much of a problem with it, but then when my wife started breaking that shit down to me, I was like, yo, they don't bring shit. You can't bring this. You can't bring that. Damn, everybody fucked up, but they got enough money to go on trips and shit. Like, you get what I mean? So it was like, yo, all right, get it. It's cool. Like I said, man, listen, when I told y'all a while ago, I said, I always feel alone in the world. Always do. And the real reason for that is because of my own family. I never felt like I had a family. I told you, my niggas on the streets was more my family than my own blood. That goes for my sister, everybody. My mom, dad, everybody, yo. I never felt love from them. Ever. And still to this day, I don't. I don't. That's why when them motherfuckers, they call anything, any problems or whatever, they don't call me, nigga. They call my wife, and my wife had to tell me about it. Because I don't even want to hear about that shit no more. I don't. My aunt died, nigga. They didn't call me. They called my wife. They didn't call me. Because they know I don't. And it sounds harsh, but I'm telling you, I feel the way I feel because I ain't never had no fucking family. Ever. I feel like an orphan. Still to this day, I do. And I don't want nobody ever feel bad for me, nigga. I'm good. My daughter made me feel more loved than anybody in the fucking world. You know what I mean? Though, ever in my life. You get what I mean? But it hurts that these motherfuckers, like, I feel this way about them. It hurts that I feel this way about them. You know what I'm saying? Not that they feel the way or how they treat me. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's how I feel about them. And I don't want to feel that way, but I ain't got no choice to. That's my family. No loyalty there. No. It's nothing there, man. And the one motherfucker I thought that was in the family, I thought they gave a fuck about me. Motherfucker told me, oh, you only call me when you fucked up. Or you know something wrong with you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? I don't call you. When I'm call you and I'm saying I'm fucked up. When I call you. I don't call you, nigga. Now, I might vent on some shit that I'm feeling, but I ain't never fucked up. I don't never need these motherfuckers. And for that bitch ass nigga to say that shit to me, nigga, fuck you, nigga. You ain't my family, nigga. Thought we was better than that. The fuck out of here. Like, you don't say no shit like that to me. Like, I need you. Like, I call you like I need you. I don't need you, nigga. Not financially, not emotionally. I don't need you. The first, listen, mind you, the fucked up part about it, this nigga, I said, yo, what we gonna do about your mom shit? Wasn't even about me. But that's how fucking fucked up my family are. On both sides. I got a cousin that still sit out this bitch and act like we good. Like, nigga, you ran on me when we was a kid. I know you, bitch. But he tried to play tough. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That nigga can't talk to me. He don't talk to me no more because he know better. I know you, bitch. Niggas in the family, they know better, man. And the crazy shit about it, I remember the cousin I was talking about that me and him got into recently. I asked this nigga. I said, who you think was worse? Because he been around my dad. Like, my dad was like, he wasn't like this crazy street nigga, right? Like, he wasn't out there like I was. But my dad used to get in a lot of shit. And I used to ask this nigga, I said, yo, who you think worse? He said, no, nigga, you worse than it ain't just your dad, nigga. You worse than everybody in the family. And when he told me that, I knew that's how he see me. How he see me. I'm the worst out of everybody in the family, nigga. We got hitmans in the fucking family. I was never a fucking hitman. I didn't kill niggas for money. Fuck you talking about? I sold dope and did the shit I did for 4 years. That affected y'all more than the other motherfuckers in the family that did what they did. But when me and him got into it, it made sense to me. I said, oh, these niggas really think. Listen, it's not that they think this about me. They scared of me. Still to this day, because they know goddamn well you play with me, I'll fucking kill you. And they know that. And they seen it already. They know that. That's why the whole fucking family feel the way they feel about me, because they know what type of shit I'm on. And then what makes me even more dangerous, I know why I will kill you. I won't kill you on no stupid shit. I kill you on some shit that I know that I'm gonna kill you on. And that makes me even more dangerous to them. They're not that scared of me, but they know what I do to them. My own blood. Because like I said, I told you, I don't look at my blood no different than my niggas. None of them motherfuckers, listen, all my family members outside of my 2 aunts and maybe my grandma, they don't probably the only 2 people I probably wouldn't kill in my family. Everybody else can get work. My sister, everybody. You play with me wrong, I kill you. So they know that about me. And motherfuckers probably think like, yo, that's crazy. You would think that about killing yourself? Yeah. Because I know what my sister did too. And I still let that shit slide. And the normal motherfucker in the street, I'll kill him. I done seen my sister put me in situations where you call me and tell me a nigga put their hands on you, and then I get there and then you side with the nigga and put my life in danger at that point. Well, you know I got a lot of shit to lose, but you get what I mean? Like, nah. I had a fucking sister that stole from my own dad. He was like telling me not to fuck with her and everything. My own dad. She stole from him. And he telling me you shouldn't help her out or whatever. I'm like, nah, she my sister, blah, blah. I'm gonna give her a second chance, blah, blah. Right. Because mind you, I ain't cool with my dad. I don't fuck with that nigga like that. Right? So my sister, I don't really fuck with her like that. So it's like kind of what it is. But I give her a chance. Try to give her a second chance. She still from my mother-in-law. I ain't gonna say still, but she bamboozled my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law helped her buy a car. Said she was gonna pay her back. And I paid her back. Right? Called the police on me. nigga, once you do that, you call law enforcement on me, or especially on some shit that you fucked up on. And you call, we ain't never cool. We ain't never cool. I don't fuck with the police. And you call the police on me and you my blood. And I ain't do nothing to you like that. Oh, nah. Fuck out of here. We ain't never cool. So I always tell my sister, listen, that shit is worse than you stole from our dad. You don't call the fucking police on your people. Fuck wrong with you, especially a motherfucker like me. I don't even fuck with law enforcement. I don't even fuck with family members that are police. So you already know what type of time I'm on. But you called the police on me. Okay, cool. On my wife. My wife was pregnant at the time, too. So that shit made it even more fucked up for me. Then, all right, that happened. So after that happened, right? No, my dad did. He telling me not to fuck with her or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Right? Warning me, right? All right, I fall for it. Okay, cool. Made a mistake. That's what my wife always tell me. You always, your heart too big, nigga. You need to get a little meaner with that shit. Oh, stop giving a fuck about people like that. So, all right, that happened. Cool. You know what my dad did? He go, all of a sudden, forgive her all of a sudden. She stole from me, literally. Wipe this nigga out. Listen, what she did to my mother-in-law, that's minor. My mother-in-law got over that shit. I ain't getting over it, but my mother-in-law got over it, even financially wise. See, it wasn't even about the money. I'm about morals and principles and shit. That's what that shit is about. That's why I could never fuck with her no more. They ain't even got nothing to do with that. Right? Like far as financially, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It's a moral thing with me. This nigga was telling me, don't fuck with her, blah, blah, blah. I'm on some moral shit. Right? Telling me. Because he was mad at her at the time she stole from him. But then when she did it to me, he wound up siding with her. Her and my sister, and my other sister that I helped raise. I raised my sister that's 4 years younger than me. I raised this little bitch. And y'all side with her. Okay. And she ain't even from where we from. She grew up good. She grew up in the county, white people. She didn't grow up around where we grew up around. But she wanted to be hood. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. Okay, cool. So I tell all my family like this. I don't fuck with them like that. That's why me and my sister ain't been cool. That's why me and my dad ain't been tight. We ain't never gonna be tight. Ever. We family, we supposed to know. No. I'm a moral dude. I live by a certain code. I come from the streets. I actually live that shit. I always tell people this shit all the time. I actually live in the street. I'm from the streets. That's why I can go in the hood, nigga, and motherfuckers be like, you got your motherfucking side door open in your truck. They be like, you ain't scared? What the fuck am I scared of? Why I'm scared of niggas in the street? I come from it. I know what they expect. If they did it, if they do it, they do it. The fuck that mean to me? I don't move around like I fuck niggas over in the street. You niggas, a lot of niggas be scared in the street, and they, even if they get out the street, they scared to go around the hood because they did so much fuck shit in the hood. Listen, a lot of niggas that was my enemies are dead. So, what the fuck you want me to be scared of? And a lot of niggas that was my enemies was my niggas' enemies. So they knew that nigga, I just had to rob my niggas. My motherfucking main enemies is my own blood. My own family. On both sides. I told you, my mom, she was on that shit, but she was a gangster. My dad, he was an alcoholic, but he was a gangster. Like, they were street motherfuckers. So mind you, they did shit in the family that a lot of the family members take that shit out on me, and then they see that in me, but they don't understand it. I'm not like them. Not fully. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't on the shiesty shit that they did. I never was a shiesty person. I'm still not. But my mom, she was on them drugs. She was shiesty. My dad, when he was an alcoholic, he was in the hood, he was shiesty. He would do shit to the family. My mom and my dad, they would do that. And they took that shit out on me. Because I always used to tell people this. I looked like my mom when I was young. Right? Well, not when I was young, like, because I kind of looked like a mixture of both of them when I was real young. And then I started getting like a little older and shit. You know, you get like 6, 7 years old, something like. Started looking like my mom. Like my mom for like at least over 15 years. Right? But it was features that I had of my dad too, and they've seen that. So by the time I got about 30 something, I started looking like my dad. I look like my dad now. You gotta understand, like they couldn't stand my dad for years. They couldn't stand they still don't like my mom. You know what I mean? It's different now. My dad been clean for years and shit. Like my dad would be clean for about what? 40 years? Something like that. 45 years or something like that. My dad been clean. You know, do alcohol and do drugs, none of that shit. My mom, I told you back on that shit, but before then, she was like 30 years deep, like not fucking with that shit. But she had got the surgery and they gave her them pills and, you know. And, yeah, man. That shit crazy, man. Like, motherfuckers don't be understanding. Like, y'all, I try to, like, that shit bothered me, but I kind of like tone that shit out because it's like, it just is what it is. It's nothing I can't change them how they feel about me. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I don't think I can, like, I'm not gonna, like, put it this way. I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. Right? So I'm kind of still who I kind of am. I mean, how I used to be, but I'm not him. I'm not that person because I probably done knocked a couple of them motherfuckers off in the family. Believe it or not. Even friends. I probably done knocked a couple of them off by now. So I'm not the same person who I used to be. And that shit hurts a lot because I just be like, yo, y'all motherfuckers, y'all, it's like almost like you feel like motherfuckers playing with you. And I'm like, yo, all right, man. You know, like I said, listen, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for my daughter being born, I probably have knocked a couple of them motherfuckers off in the family. I ain't gonna lie to you. And nobody would have knew what happened to him. I guarantee you, I'm a former street nigga. I know how to get away with some shit. But my daughter is, she the best part of me. I always tell people that. My daughter's the best part of me. Because I'm not fully like savage, but because I got this real kind heart that I have, and my daughter has that. Mixed with my wife. And my wife is very kind, but my wife would knock your ass off too, but I knock you off first. Like, you play with me like that. I don't play that fucking disrespect that motherfuckers be doing. Even friends and shit. I like former OBF members like, nigga, I don't play like that. With that bitch shit niggas be doing. Like, I can't stand that fucking fake shit. You got a problem with it, nigga, just say it. Don't hold it in and shit like that, or do little fuck shit that my family do. Be like, motherfuckers don't call. Oh, we B still crazy. He's still crazy. K still crazy. The fuck out of here, bitch. If I was crazy like that, you'll know, because I'd have knocked one of y'all off by now. If I was still like that. That's the difference. If it wasn't for my daughter, I probably would knock a lot of them motherfuckers off. That ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm just dead serious about that. Because I'll be thinking about that shit a lot. Like, yo, I should knock these motherfuckers off. But then baby Kitty comes, you know, I hear her voice and shit, and I just be like, oh, all right, I can't get that gangster no more. I get that gangster. My wife will leave me, and you know, and I told you, my wife is the love of my life, you know. So I can't be who I used to be, man. I work too, and then I gotta think about it too. I work too hard to be who I am, man. Seriously, on my mental, I've been working way too hard to let motherfuckers, you know, take me to that point like that. Like, you know what I mean? Just off of motherfuckers, you know, making me feel bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just life too. People gonna make you feel bad in life, man. People gonna cross you. People gonna pretend that you the bad guy. Like, that's gonna happen in life. And I've been through this shit before, so it's kind of like you kind of know, but you think like it was almost like homegirl when she kept saying to me, she was like, they think I'm pussy, right? That's how I be feeling sometimes with my family. Like, oh, these motherfuckers think I'm pussy. Like, I wouldn't knock them off, but I wouldn't. Not now. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. And that's what I was trying to get her to understand was like, nah, I ain't going. Don't be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that way of knocking motherfuckers off, but you know, listen. What's more important? Motherfuckers hurt my feelings, or family members playing with me and shit like that. I got a choice: stay the fuck away from them and just live my life with my daughter. It hurts that you know they doing that shit, but you know, nigga, my daughter means more. I told y'all, my daughter means more to me than anybody in the world. I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I mean? Love my wife, she my soulmate, but my daughter means more to me, to her, more to me than my wife does. And it's vice versa for my wife too. Like we had this conversation. Like, she's like, I love you, nigga. I mean, nigga. We got our kid, we got our daughter, nigga. You know, she mean more to me, nigga. So I will put your ass to the side real quick if you don't do right or you ain't acting right. Like, I'm picking her over you. I was like, I get it. I feel the same way. Me and my wife always been on the same page, man. We have our little disputes and shit like that, but we always on the same page with that. When it comes to my daughter, we don't let nobody come in between that. That's believe it or not, we got our own personal bond, but my daughter is our bond. Regardless, we can be mad. We try not to argue around my daughter and shit. Cause my daughter will roll up on you. She knows he's a bitch. She knows he's a motherfucker. And she'll roll up on motherfucker, hey, yelling. I don't like the yelling. Cuss words, daddy, too much. Or she'll come in that bitch and start crying. Cause she don't like that shit. Cause she ain't been raised like that. It's part of her autism too. But she been raised a certain type where we don't argue around her. We don't do that shit around her. We made that pact. And then sometimes we'd slip up and do some stupid shit. Get to arguing and shit. My daughter don't like that shit. She'll come in that bitch and mommy, daddy, you know what I mean? And that shit make me start feeling bad like that. And I'd have fucked up. And that happens. All right, people. I'm out of here, man. It's 11 o'clock. I go to work tomorrow. I'm trying to stay up as late as I can. Because usually if I go to fucking sleep, people, I wake up fucking like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm up. So I'm trying to like stay up as late as I can. So it's 11. So I'll figure about go take me a shower and eat my food and shit and lay the fuck down. So I figure about 12:30, I'm down. You know what I mean? So I'll probably spend about half an hour, 45 minutes in the shower. And it'll take me long to eat. So, but it's going to take me a little minute to settle the fuck down because I'm really not sleepy at all. But I know I need to lay the fuck down. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight, man. Ain't nothing but love for y'all, man. It's your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.